19, the Bridgeport Bluefish losing to the Sugarland Skeeters in walk-off fashion, a walk-off wild pitch thrown by Bridgeport's pitching last night at Constellation Field in Texas, giving the Skeeters the victory. So Bridgeport falls to 2 full games behind the Long Island Ducks, who are 9-1 in their last 10 ball games. They have won 4 in a row, going back to that Somerset Patriots series earlier this week, and they won last night here at Bethpage Ballpark in pretty incredible fashion. And certainly an offensive explosion, you could say, for the Long Island Ducks. They pick up their 10th win in 11 games and a season high in hits. Their bats just dominating Camden's pitching throughout the contest. A 7-run 6th inning highlighting the scoring, and we'll take you through all of that game right now. Ironically, the Ducks and Sharks actually went scoreless through the first 3 innings of Friday's matchup. Ian Marshall was the starter for Long Island, and he struggled with his command at times, but he worked out of a bases-loaded jam in the 2nd inning to keep Camden off the scoreboard. Wes Torres, the Camden starter, did the same thing when facing Long Island in the bottom of that inning to keep the game 0-0. However, Camden then posted a pair of runs in the 4th inning, and Long Island immediately waking up with the bats and never stopping at the plate once those 2 runs were scored. 4 runs scored in the 4th inning, and it all began with Nelfi Zapata. Torres has the sign from heel, comes set, the 3-2. Is hit out into left center field. Will it fall? It will. It'll roll all the way to the wall. Rounding third and scoring is Mike Blank. Going to second base easily, and standing is designated hitter Nelfi Zapata. It's an RBI double for the former New York Mets farmhand, number 39, and the Long Island Ducks cut the Camden lead to 2-1. So Nelfi Zapata makes it a 2-1 ball game in favor of the Riversharks, and the Ducks were not done in that inning. A run-scoring wild pitch would tie the game, and then up-stepped Anthony Vega. Wes Torres peering in toward Jose Heel. He and Torres have had a rough go of it here in this inning, and Vega hits one deep to right field. Going back is Carlos Guzman. It's over the wall. A 2-run home run for Anthony Vega, and the Long Island Ducks have taken a 4-2 lead in the 4th inning. What a shot from the Long Island outfielder. Gone as soon as he hit it. You could hear it in the crowd. Gets the high fives from his teammates. All the white jerseys coming up to give some high fives to him in the dugout. What a shot from the now center fielder in this ball game, Anthony Vega, with his 3rd home run of the season. A 2-run lead for Long Island. Just like that, they put up a 4 spot here in the 4th frame. So an incredible shot to right field for Anthony Vega, who had to move to center field after Delta Cleary Jr. was injured in the 1st inning of play and was pulled from the game. However, he is okay. He is actually starting tonight after what was a scary scene out around second base yesterday. The official diagnosis was a bruise on his throwing hand, his right hand, but again, he is A-okay, ready to go, hitting second tonight, and Kevin Bies' line of more on that to come. So Anthony Vega with the long homer, and then 2 more runs would come in the 5th, and Cody Puckett was part of the action.
4 runs, 7 hits, showing wildness at times, hit batters. Little surprised Wes Torres is still in there.
Been a rough go of it over the last few innings for the Camden starter, the right-hander. He's set here, the 1-0. Is hit hard left side, and it will fall for a base hit. It's an RBI single for the Ducks' 3rd baseman, Cody Puckett. Dan Lyons comes in and touches home plate, gets the high five from Mike Blank. The lead goes to 3, 5-2 in favor of the Long Island Ducks in the bottom of the 5th inning, and here comes Camden manager Chris Widger. So Cody Puckett gets another run on the board for Long Island, and then it was Sam DiMatteo with an RBI fielder's choice also in that inning. His first RBI as a member of the flock. Ian Marshall was pulled from his start with 1 out in the 6th and the bases loaded after he walked the last 2 batters he faced. Nick Struck would come in for relief. He would allow a sacrifice fly to Michael Rocket before retiring the side. The run was charged to Marshall, and that made it a 6-3 ball game in favor of Long Island. However, by the end of the 6th inning, the game was pretty much over. The score would become 13-3, and we're just going to play a series of highlights for you in a row because we would be here for a much longer time than we need to be just to give you the gist of what was going on. So we'll play a couple highlights. Here's 3 highlights from that 6th inning. 7 runs scored all together, and it all started with Mike Blank. The 0-1 is roped left side past the shortstop Brandon Chavez for a base hit. McQuail scores. Here comes Dan Lyons. He is in there standing safely, and it is a 2-run single for Mike blank. It's a 5-run ball game in favor of the Long Island Ducks. They lead at 8-3 in the bottom of the 6th inning. The 1-0 is hit off the end of his bat. Roller up the first baseline. Sliding play by Engelberg. It gets away from the first baseman, Joel Guzman. Melfi Zapata has scored. Here comes Sam DiMatteo. It's 2 more runs for the Long Island Ducks. Runners at second and third. Evan Engelbrook throws the baseball down the first base line. The offense, relentless.
And an even dozen for the Ducks. That goes down as an infield hit for Anthony Vega, who is now 3/4 of the way to the cycle.
6 runs in the inning for Long Island. The 0-2. Bounces away from the catcher, Jose Heel. Here comes Carlos Hughes. Every Duck in the starting lineup has scored a run and has a hit. They lead by 10, 13-3, 7 runs in this bottom of the 6th inning. So 13-3 your score. 7 runs in that 6th inning. Absolutely unbelievable performance by the Ducks in that 6th inning. They brought 12 guys to the plate, and that was really just something to watch. If you were here in the ballpark last night, you were really just in awe of what the Long Island offense was doing in that 6th inning to Camden's pitching. Mike Blank with the 2-run single again, highlighting that scoring. Long Island would actually add another run in the 7th before Patrick Kreider would throw the final 2 innings of the win. He allowed a 2-run homer to Joel Guzman in the 9th, but then was able to secure the final out.
1-2 to count. Kreider's pitch to McPhee. Swung on, a bouncing ball right side, taken unassisted by Sean Burrows. Goes to the bag, and that's it. A laugher for the Ducks. 2 runs come across for Camden, but they fall well short. Ducks over the Riversharks 14-5. Ducks win. Ducks win. Ducks win. 10 out of 11 for the Long Island Ducks.
David Weiss with the final call for last night's ball game. So the Long Island Ducks with the huge victory last night. 14-5 is the final. Ian Marshall will improve to 7-6 with the W. He has now won in his last 3 starts. He allowed 3 runs on 6 hits in 5 1/3 innings. And Wes Torres fell to 5-6 for Camden with the loss. Again, every Ducks batter who appeared in the game had at least 1 hit, including, as I mentioned, Delta Cleary Jr., who did leave the game, but he actually singled in his first at-bat before having to be pulled. So every single Ducks batter who comes up to the plate last night gets at least 1 hit. Every other player besides Cleary Jr. also scored at least 1 run. And you heard David say it. Vega finishes a double shy of the cycle, would have become just the 2nd player in franchise history to accomplish the feat. And you'd have to go back to July 4th of 2004. Luis Rodriguez, the only Duck in franchise history to ever bat for the cycle. He scored once and drove in 3. That's Anthony Vega. 5 Ducks scoring a pair of runs and 4 others with a pair of hits. I know that's a lot to take in, but again, the 9-run victory for the Long Island Ducks here on Friday night. We'll step out when we come back, just about ready to go from Bethpage Ballpark. Both the teams in their respective dugouts, and it looks like we'll get things started shortly from the Duck Pond. Don't go anywhere. It's Ducks Baseball.
Hey fans, this is Kevin Byers, manager of the Long Island Ducks, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island's home for news, traffic, and weather, 103.9 LI News Radio.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Welcome back to Bethpage Ballpark. The Long Island Ducks and Camden Riversharks just about ready for Game 2 of a 3-game set. Again, just the 3 games here at the ballpark this weekend for the Long Island Ducks. They just played a 4-game set in Somerset against the Patriots, where they took 3 of 4 contests against the Pats, who had entered that series in first place. But Long Island doing a nice job, taking 3 of 4 in Bridgewater, and then playing the 3 games here before a big series at the ballpark at Harbor Yard. I will be there. We'll take a ferry across the Sound and go play some ball in Connecticut, and that will certainly be 3 big, important games for this Long Island Ducks team. On the mound for the Flock tonight is the left-hander Darren Downs. 6'3", 200 pounds, comes into the contest at 2-3 with a 4.66 ERA in 7 starts. He has pitched 36 2/3 innings, and he's allowed 19 runs on 31 hits while walking 21 and striking out 27. He actually lost 3 of his first 4 starts with the Ducks after joining the team in July. And then the former big leaguer has now been 2-0 in his last 3 outings, and he's tossed at least 6 innings in each of those starts. He took a no decision on August 17th in that Patriots series when the Ducks fell 5-4, 1-run loss to the Patriots, and he's allowed 4 runs on 6 hits in 7 innings to the Pats, his longest outing of the season. On the mound, making his first professional start for the Camden Riversharks will be another lefty, Jeff Singer, 21 years old, fresh out of college, signed with Camden on July 17th, and we'll give you more on him in a moment. But first, our national anthem.
Tonight's pitch ladies right color guard, formed in the third base coach's box, is Cub Scout Pack 206. They are from Narragansett. And now, fans, we ask you to please rise, remove your hats and caps, and veterans, we invite you to salute. The Long Island Ducks of this Saturday night are very proud to present from Bayshore. Here's the St. Patrick's Choir, who will lead us to the singing of our national anthem.
Rendition of our national anthem by the St. Patrick's Choir. You can hear the fireworks in the background going off while the national anthem taking place. Again, a pyrotechnico fireworks extravaganza on tap here at the Duck Pond this evening for all the fans in attendance. Just a beautiful, beautiful late summer night here in Central Islip, as some of the field is still covered by the sun. Most of the infield is doused in some shade, and Darren Downs, the lefty, is out on the mound taking his warm-up pitches. Defensively for the Long Island Ducks, it will be Cody Puckett at third base. Dan Lyons is your shortstop. Carlos Hughes at second. Sean Burrows back at first base. Nelfi Zapata's doing the catching as he warms up with Darren Downs right now. Anthony Vega out in left field. Delta Cleary Jr., again, after that scary moment yesterday, took a throw off the hand from shortstop Brandon Chavez while he was sliding and trying to break up a double play on a ground ball from Lyons in the first inning. Was rolling around in the dirt in some serious, serious pain, and he is okay. Ready to go, and was diagnosed with just a bruise on his hand, but can obviously play through it. He's out there warming up right now with Anthony Vega, so very good news for the Flock. And rounding out the starting 9 in the field, out in right field, is Sam DiMatteo, number 26, the new Duck. 1 through 9 for Chris Widger's Camden Riversharks. Leading it off is number 2, Michael Rocket. He's in center field. Hitting second is Brandon Chavez. Just mentioned him, the shortstop, number 9, hitting third. Once again, number 10, Patty Matera, playing second base. Hitting in the cleanup position, number 3, Carlos Guzman, out in right field. Number 27, Joel Guzman, no relation, is back at first base, and we've seen him really play everywhere throughout this year. He has played third, he's played around the outfield, he's played first base. Versatile fielder. Hitting sixth is number 1, Daniel Rocket, out in left field. He is the brother of Michael Rocket, the leadoff hitter. Number 12, Jose Heel, the catcher, hits seventh. Evan Crawford, the former Duck, number 52, the designated hitter for us this evening, hitting eighth, and hitting ninth is number 47, Zach McPhee, who is at third base. And he came in yesterday for the injured Ryan Strebe, also another former Duck, who was hit by a pitch by Ian Marshall, stayed in the game through the fourth inning, and then was pulled, and McPhee had to come in. A lot of hit batters yesterday between Ian Marshall and Wes Torres. Wes Torres hit 3 Ducks himself. Darren Downs is ready. Ducks in their orange uniforms, the white pants with the black stripes, and the first pitch is a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike, and we are underway from Bethpage Ballpark. 6:37 official start time of this contest. Thanks again so much for tuning in to some Ducks baseball on your Saturday evening. That one is hit off the end of the bat, right side and foul, 0-2.
It's 84 degrees.
84 degrees here in Central Islip. Downs ahead in the count, 0-2 to Michael Rocket, who's hitting 279. Next pitch is a curveball. Bounces behind home plate into Zapata's chest protector. Ball 1, count 1-2. So 6:37 start time and 84 degrees for us here at beautiful sunny Bethpage Ballpark right now. The 1-2 from Downs is a fastball low and in. Rocket thought about swinging but held up the swing. Count goes even at 2-2 to number 2, Rocket, who hits from the right side. Again, hitting 279, 1 homer, 33 RBIs, and 48 runs scored. This one hit off the end of his bat, but hard, right to the first baseman, Sean Burrows, who fields it cleanly and steps on the bag for the first out of the ballgame. So Michael Rocket is retired, and Brandon Chavez, the Camden shortstop, will be the batter.
Batting in the second position, Riversharks shortstop, number 9, Brandon Chavez, number 9.
Chavez hitting 269 with 4 homers. He has driven in 28 runs and scored 44. He's actually walked 46 times as a 2-hitter as well. He's stolen 6 bases, so a very patient hitter, Brandon Chavez. First pitch from Downs, a fastball, is low and away. Count 1-0. Chavez has hit safely in 5 straight ball games, 7 for 20 in that span with an average of 350. He's had a double, a triple, driven in 1 run, and scored 4 times. The 1-0 fastball splits the corners out of the left hand of Darren Downs, the former big leaguer, for a strike. 1-1 with 1 away, no one on base. Black socks for the Long Island Ducks, black hats. 1-1. Hit high in the air. Shallow center field, ranging back to second baseman Carlos Hughes. Now Delta Cleary Jr. comes in and calls off his teammate to hold on for the second out. 2 away. Patty Matera, the Camden second baseman, will now step in.
Being in the third position, second baseman number 10, Patty Matera, number 10.
Ducks and Riversharks having recently played right here at Bethpage Ballpark in the beginning, early part of last week, not this past week that we just went through, but the prior week. 2 away, first pitch, a fastball on the outside corner from Downs, 0-1. Been working ahead of these batters. And Matera hit third in all of those games, played second base, the 0-1. Hit high in the air, right side, shallow right field. DiMatteo runs in. Now Sean Burrows in foul territory will settle under it, reach up, and looking into the sun, a tough grab, holds on to retire the side. Very nice, efficient inning from Darren Downs and the Long Island Ducks. Downs sets them down 1-2-3, and we go to the bottom of the first. The Long Island Ducks will come up to bat in a scoreless contest at Bethpage Ballpark.
Hey fans, this is Marty Jansen, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island's home for news, traffic, and weather. 1039 LI News Radio.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc pavers pave your way.
Enjoy the ultimate VIP fan experience at Bethpage Ballpark this season by taking in a Ducks game from the brand new Trout Town Fan Can. Presented by Roscoe Beer Company, the Fan Can is available for rental at all Ducks home games. It features 12 Dream Seat theater-style padded seats, beverage holders, an air-conditioned atmosphere, and an incredible view of the game. Packages are now available with food and beverage included. To reserve your Fan Can outing today, call the Ducks Group Sales Department at 631-940-3825. The Trout Town Fan Can at Bethpage Ballpark. Your VIP experience has arrived.
The Ducks Municipal Credit Union have teamed up this season to present the Walk with a Purpose promotion. Every time a Long Island Ducks player walks, Municipal Credit Union will make a donation to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Municipal Credit Union serving members since 1916. On the mound right now, taking his warm-up pitches for the Camden Riversharks is another lefty matchup for us here this evening. And it is number 15, Jeff Singer. Born September 13th, 1993, out of Riverton, New Jersey. 6 feet tall, 195 pounds, signed by the Riversharks on July 17th, pitches college ball at Monmouth University and Gloucester County College. A 2013 NJCAA D3 National Player of the Year, so comes in with some college accolades to his name. First pitch to Anthony Vega is a fastball on the outside corner for a strike, count 0-1. Vega hitting from the left side, coming off his big performance last night, 3 for 6, a run scored, drove in 3 runs, a double shy of the second ever Long Island Ducks cycle. There's an up and away fastball from Singer for a swinging strike, count 0-2. Vega hitting .289 altogether in 2015 here in the Atlantic League, but .318 during his time with the Ducks. Again, this is his second go-around of the year with Long Island. Began the year here, the 0-2, swing and a miss. Fastball high and tight, and Vega can't touch it. So 3 straight strikes from Jeff Singer in his first ever batter faced as a starter in a professional game, and he has 1 swinging K. So Delta Cleary Jr., the switch hitter, will hit righty here against the southpaw. Ducks lucky to have him in the lineup here this evening, especially this time of the year. Ducks fighting to stay on top of the heap. Second half Liberty Division standings. Gets one in on the hands, and he lofts it out into right field. It will fall for a base hit in front of the right fielder, Carlos Guzman. First hit of the ball game for either side, courtesy of Delta Cleary Jr., who came into tonight hitting .298 and should be up around 300 now with that single. Has really done a great job over the last 2 to 3 weeks to get that average up. Was hitting around the mid to high 270s and has slowly but surely raised it back up to 300 where he was earlier in this year, a couple weeks into joining the Long Island Ducks. So 1 away for Dan Lyons, who is just having a career year, especially for the Ducks in his 5th year, hitting .314, 10 homers. He has driven in 60 runs, and he has scored 60 runs in 2015. The first pitch from Singer is a fastball right down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Delta leading off of first with 27 stolen bases this year. The 0-1 from Singer is roped left side and right to the shortstop, Brandon Chavez. Lines hit it off the end of his bat. Sounded better than it actually turned out to be. So there's 2 away, the line out to the shortstop, and Sean Burrows, who has been on fire of late, the former big leaguer, will be the batter.
First baseman, number 25, Sean Burrows, number 25.
2 for 5 yesterday, scored twice and walked once. Was 7 for 18 in the Somerset series with 3 RBIs, a run scored, and a walk. Began the year again with the Bridgeport Bluefish. Spent last year with them as well, and then a couple weeks ago was traded by Long Island, or by Bridgeport, I should say, to Long Island, as the Ducks sent Brian Sabatella across the Sound. There goes Cleary Jr. on the first pitch. The throw from the catcher Heel will get away from the shortstop Chavez and sail into center field. Delta Cleary Jr. will make third base easily. The Camden Riversharks bobble the ball in center field, trying to get the ball back in, and Cleary Jr. will just stay at third base. So that will be a stolen base, and we'll see what the error is officially charged to that makes him go to third. I'm assuming that's going to be an error on Jose Heel, so it should be an E2. That sends him to third base. For Cleary Jr., his 28th stolen base of the year. So he's 90 feet away from being the first run. And Singer, just like that, with 2 outs in the first inning, his first professional start, dealing with some trouble, courtesy of the Ducks. The 1-0 to Burrows is a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike. Count even at 1-1. Cody Puckett on deck, if it gets to him. 2 away. Burrows hitting .332 on the year, with 4 homers between Long Island and Bridgeport, 37 RBIs. Singer set, the 1-1 is hit left side, tailing, and it will go foul. Down the line by the Smokin' Alice party deck, and out of play, count 1-2. Nice crowd on hand here at Bethpage Ballpark this evening. Everyone excited for some baseball and fireworks. The 1-2 to Burrows is a fastball low and away. Nice eye. Watches it go by. Count 2-2. Burrows with 7 years of MLB experience under his belt. Been very valuable to the Ducks since he came here. The 2-2 is hit off the end of the bat, and it will roll past the third baseman, Zach McPhee, in the left field for a base hit. Delta Cleary Jr. scores. Sean Burrows has another RBI, his 38th of the year, and the Long Island Ducks in the bottom of the first inning. They waste no time. They pick up right where they left off on Friday night, 1-0 in favor of the Flock. It's like they never left last night. Only 2 outs into the ball game, and they already lead 1-0.
Number 2, Cody Puckett, number 2.
So Burrows will stand at first base. Cleary Jr. steals his 28th base of the year and scores his 50th run, number 50 in the runs department for Delta. Cody Puckett is the batter, steps in, hitting from the right side, hitting .280. He's raised his average as well. Fastball on the inside corner from Singer for a strike, 0-1. Like Downs, Singer has 7 appearances on the year, but they've all been relief appearances, making that first start. Southpaw ready, checks on Burrows. 0-1 fastball is up and outside. 1-1 count. Singer has pitched here at Bethpage Ballpark in that last series. The 1-1 is hit out into right field, high in the air, but playable for Carlos Guzman, who settles under it and reaches up to hold on for the third and final out. However, the Long Island Ducks strike first. They put up 1 run on 2 hits. They strand 1, and no Camden errors in the inning. And we go to the top of the second already. Long Island leading this one 1-0, and the Riversharks will come up to bat for the second time when we return.
Hey fans, this is right-handed pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island's home for news, traffic, and weather. 1039 LI News Radio.
Thinking about buying or refinancing a home? Start by attending a free MCU home buying seminar. Then speak with one of our loan specialists who will guide you through the loan process. With an affordable mortgage from Municipal Credit Union, Home Sweet Home will be a little sweeter. Call 212-238-3521 or visit nymcu.org to apply for your mortgage today. Municipal Credit Union. Strong, trusted, growing. Municipal Credit Union is an equal housing opportunity lender.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
The Ducks Health Report is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapists of the Long Island Ducks. John Griffin, their first baseman, still dealing with that hairline fracture of his left hand. No timetable for his return to the Ducks. Blake Davis, the groin injury, is day to day. Carlos Hughes has been playing second base essentially every game since Blake has been injured. Randy Ruiz, his hamstring injury, still on the DL. Jose Morales, the same injury, also on the DL. And Eric Komatsu, the outfielder, with his elbow injury on the DL as well. But Randy has been working out. Closer and closer to coming back. So good news on that front. 1-0 pitch from Darren Downs to Carlos Guzman. Is hit high in the air and foul left side into the seats. Count 1-1. Carlos Guzman hitting cleanup for Chris Widger's Riversharks, hitting .285, 7 homers on the year. He's driven in 59 runs, scored 42 runs, 37 walks and 19 stolen bases. Not a bad year. Hits this one out into center field, but right at Delta Cleary Jr., who just scored the first run of the game, and he makes the grab for the first out of the top of the second inning. So in steps Joel Guzman, no relation there, playing first base for Camden tonight. Had his 10th home run of the year last night go off the left field foul pole. There was no doubt about whether or not it was going to have the distance to get over the wall. It was a matter of whether or not it was going to stay fair, and it did just that. Hit the foul pole about halfway to 3/4 of the way up toward the top for a 2-run shot. That gave Camden 2 runs, their 4th and 5th runs of the ball game, but they still lost by 9, 14-5 to Long Island on Friday night. The 1-0 fastball is hit high in the air, foul down the right field line. Tailed away from Sam DiMatteo to the stands. So the count 1-1. The 1-1 from Downs is hit hard and into center field. It drops in front of Dan Lyons for a base hit. Delta Cleary Jr. will field it and toss it back in. So first hit of the evening for the Camden Riversharks, courtesy of Joel Guzman, their 5-hitter. So he's at first base with 1 out. And Daniel Rocket, their left fielder this evening, will be the batter.
Left fielder number 1, Daniel Rocket, number 1.
Rocket 1 for 3 last night, struck out twice. Was 4 for 16 with a double, an RBI, and a run scored in Camden's last series with the Lancaster Barnstormers. There goes Guzman, and Zapata won't even throw to second base. Downs was coming home, I think, regardless. The leg went past the invisible line that extends from the rubber, and he was not allowed to throw over to first. So Guzman with a huge jump, absolutely no chance for the Long Island Ducks to throw him out at second base. So Zapata makes the wise decision to just hold on to the baseball. So it's a stolen base for Guzman, his 10th of the year, and the pitch was a strike. The next pitch is a strike as well, a fastball, and the count is 0-2. Guzman in scoring position now. Stolen base apiece for both of these teams so far. Daniel Rocket hitting from the right side of the plate. Guzman with a short lead off of second. The 0-2 from Downs is chopped foul up the third base line. Dead ball, count 0-2. One away for the Ducks here.
I don't remember.
Rocket hit a solo homer
I think maybe
in the last series between these two teams here at Bethpage Ballpark. The 0-2 fastball comes high and in. Count goes to 1-2. The Rocket brothers out of Sugar Land, Texas. Ironic that the Skeeters are a part of this league, and they have played for the Skeeters. Well, Michael did. And Daniel Rocket swings over that curveball low and in from Darren Downs for out number 2 in the inning. First strikeout for Darren Downs. Catcher Jose Heel will now step in. Riversharks with a tying run at second base in Joel Guzman. Trying to get him to home plate. Ducks lead 1-0. RBI single from Sean Burrows in the bottom of the first frame has the flock out to the early advantage. But they'll need 13 more to match what they did last night. Season high in hits, or season high 16. Some night at the plate. Curveball from Downs is low and away on 1-0, and the count goes to 2-0. Zapata blocks it. And I stand corrected. The Ducks came within 2 hits of their season high in hits. They had 18 on June 20th against Bridgeport, but it was a high for runs in a single game with the 14. Their previous high was 13, which they did against this Camden Riversharks team on June 5th. It was game 2 of a doubleheader. The 2-0 fastball's on the inside corner to Heel for a strike, 2-1. The Ducks have had great offensive success against Camden this year. They've outscored the Riversharks in the season series 94 now to 44 as the 2-1 fastball is hit hard. A liner down the left field line, and it sails into the Smokin' Owl's party deck again for a strike. Count 2-2 with 2 away, and Darren Downs just one more strike, and he will work out of this small jam. So 94 runs now on the year against Riversharks pitching to just 44 for Camden against Ducks pitching. And Long Island does lead the season series 10 games to 3. They've already clinched the season series win. The 2-2 is fouled off by Heel.
Okay.
This is the 14th of 18 scheduled games between the two clubs in 2015. So we'll play tonight here, obviously, and then we'll wrap it up tomorrow. And then the second week of September, the Ducks will travel to Campbell's Field to play the final 3 ball games in the season series. But again, Long Island already has clinched. Heel calls time, steps out. Downs has a sign now. He's at the ready. The 2-2. Curveball hit again, left field side, nearly in the exact same spot in the party deck and out of play. Jose Heel sending the ball down the left field line a couple times here. Heel with 5 homers on the year, 21 RBIs. He's hitting .237, hitting 7th tonight. Downs getting the sign from Zapata. Guzman still leads off of second base. A bigger lead now. The 2-2 from Downs is hit foul, this time right field side over the Ducks dugout, up and out of play. Count stays right where it is, 2-2. Heel did not register an at-bat last night. Was 0 for 0 with an RBI, 2 walks, and a sacrifice. The 2-2 from Downs. Curveball, and it's tipped into the glove of Nelfi Zapata for strike 3. 2 straight swinging strikeouts for Darren Downs against Daniel Rocket and Jose Heel, and the Camden Riversharks are done in the second inning. No runs on 1 hit, no Long Island errors, and 1 runner left aboard. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It's Long Island 1, Camden 0. The Ducks will come up to bat when we come back.
Hey fans, this is shortstop Dan Lyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island's home for news, traffic, and weather. 1039 LI News Radio.
The results are in. Thousands of PSEG Long Island customers participated in our energy efficiency programs, saving nearly $35 million. Being energy efficient helps our environment too. Together, we've eliminated 21,000 cars worth of emissions in 2014. Thank you, Long Island. We're all making a difference. Discover how we're improving every day to bring you better service at www.psegliny.com/efficiency.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
There's no better time than now to sign up the young Ducks fan in your life for the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Ducks Kids Club. Children 14 and under will receive exciting gifts, discounts on merchandise, and unique experiences that only come with being a member. Sign up today by visiting www.liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825.
Number 9.
Bottom of the second inning at Bethpage Ballpark. Chris Buckley here with you, bringing you the play-by-play. Again, thanks so much for tuning in and listening to some Ducks baseball here on your Saturday night, August 22nd. Where did the summer go? Mike Blank is the batter for the Long Island Ducks, who lead 1-0 here. 1 run on 2 hits. The Sean Burrows RBI single to left field, getting the flock on top early in that first frame. First pitch from Jeff Singer is a ball outside, 1-0. The next one is fouled off left side toward the Camden dugout. Dead ball. Count goes to 1-1. Mike hitting .289, had the 2-run single last night to left field. 7 homers on the year, 36 RBIs. He has scored 32 times. Next pitch is hit off the end of his bat, right side, and gets on top of the roof. Just missed the foul line fair sign down the right field line here at Bethpage Ballpark. A couple feet above it, and it went on top of the roof. Strike 2, 1-2 count to Blank, who is the DH tonight. The 1-2 in a swing and a miss. Fastball tipped off the end of Mike's bat into the glove of Jose Heel for out number 1 in the bottom of the second. Second strikeout for Camden starter Jeff Singer.
Long Island Ducks catcher number 49,
Nelfi Zapata, who has smashed the baseball, to put it mildly, since joining the Ducks, hitting .455. No homers, but it has 6 RBIs. He's 10 for 22. First pitch from Singer is on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. 3 runs scored, 3 walks for Nelfi as well. The 0-1. Fastball upstairs and inside. Home plate umpire J.B. Torres calls ball 1 of the count. 1-1, 1 away, no one on for the Ducks here. This one hit hard, but on the ground right to the second baseman, Patty Matera. Fields it cleanly as it comes up into the stomach, and he throws to first to retire Zapata. So Sam DiMatteo, the Ducks right fielder, will come up to bat.
Batting in the 8th position.
Had his first RBI as a Long Island Duck last night on a RBI fielder's choice. Has 2 RBIs altogether. Had another RBI 1 inning later. He scored twice last night as well. Had a walk, 1 for 4. 2 away. First pitch from Singer is a fastball just inside, not by much, for ball 1, 1-0. Singer has a nice delivery, very fluid motion. Works from the windup. Comes set at the letters, the 1-0. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike that time, 1-1. Jose Heel whipping that ball right back to Jeff Singer. DiMatteo hitting .250. Hits this one on the ground to the shortstop, Brandon Chavez. Plenty of time, low throw, but it's handled by Joel Guzman at first base to retire DiMatteo. End the side. 1-2-3 inning for Jeff Singer again, making his first career professional start since joining the Riversharks back in mid-July. Sends the Ducks down in order in the second as DiMatteo goes down 6-3. Still Ducks on top, however, as we go to the top of the third. It's 1-0, and the Camden Riversharks will be at the plate when we return.
Hey, fan, this is outfielder Delta Clear Jr. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island's home for news, traffic, and weather, 1039 LI News Radio.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on the park night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Discover the difference at Huntington Honda and find Long Island's all-star lineup of over 1,200 new Hondas. Huntington Honda steps up to the plate to treat every customer with no pressure, respect, and Grand Slam service after the sale. Discover the difference and a winning buying experience at HuntingtonHondaCars.com, and then visit Huntington Honda on Jericho Turnpike just east of Route 110. Former Long Island Duck Evan Crawford is our batter here to lead us off in the top of the third inning. Takes an 0-1 fastball on the inside corner for a strike from Duck starter Darren Downs. Brings the count to 0-2. Evan, inning 245 with 1 homer and 16 RBIs this year, goes after the high fastball for strike 3. Third straight strikeout for Darren Downs, and it's his third of the game, all swinging. Got 2 straight Ks from Daniel Rocket and Jose Heel in the second. That ended the inning, and now Crawford.
Position for the Riversharks, third baseman, number 47, Zach McPhee, number 47.
So Zach McPhee steps in with 1 away, no one on. Cody Puckett well in front of the third base bag, thinking McPhee might drop a bunt here. Takes a first pitch fastball for a strike on the outside corner from Downs. McPhee hitting 177 with 11 RBIs, no homers. Curveball there is low and away, 1-1. Darren Downs seems to have his command in check tonight. Fastball up and in there. Ball 2, 2-1 count. And we've seen starts from Darren where he has not had the best command. Walked 6 in his last start on August 17th at Somerset, 5 against Camden the start before that. McPhee goes after the upstairs fastball there and hits it foul right side into the stands. Count 2-2. Downs has made 7 starts, and except for July 24th at Bridgeport when he didn't walk any, he's walked at least 2 in every start he's made, as this one is hit out to center field, and Delta Cleary Jr. with more than enough time waits under the baseball and then holds on to it for out number 2. Back to the top of the order for the Riversharks, and it's Michael Rocket.
Center fielder number 2, Michael Rocket, number 2.
Rocket 0 for 1, grounded out to Sean Burrows to lead off the game. Downs coming off his longest outing as a Duck. Throws a curveball there on the first pitch for a swinging strike, 0-1.
Last time. Promise. Sorry about that.
Gotta feed the kids, huh?
The 0-1 from Downs, another swing and a miss. Goes low and away to the righty hitting Rocket. Looked like a fastball with some extra giddy up on it at the end, and the count is 0-2 with 2 away. The 0-2, fastball way upstairs, sails over the head of Nelfi Zapata and hits the backstop on a fly. Zapata jumping up to give a feeble attempt at trying to grab it, but with no one on. No sense in trying to hurt himself, jumping up so quickly. So the count 1-2. Next pitch from Downs. Hit hard, but right to the shortstop, Dan Lyons. Fields it on one hop and throws to Sean Burrows for out number 3. Darren Downs with another 1-2-3 inning against the Camden Riversharks offense. He gets his 3rd strikeout of the ball game, and we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Long Island Ducks still lead it 1-0, and they will bat when we come back.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Ian Marshall, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island's home for news, traffic, and weather. 1039 LI News Radio.
Spring into a new Honda at Huntington Honda and pay $59 a month for a new 2015 Honda Civic LX sedan. $59. So spring into Huntington Honda on Jericho Turnpike just east of Route 110 or HuntingtonHondaCars.com.
Huntington Honda, discover the difference.
Auto 24-month lease, total due at inception. Civic $31.90 includes bank fee, first month's payment, no security deposit. Taxes, DMV, title fees extra with excellent credit through HFS.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
Hey Ducks fans, the final out of the top of the 3rd inning was the 15th out of tonight's ball game. And did you know that a 15-minute call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO. Or visit geico.com. The 9-hitter in the order for Kevin Byes' Long Island Ducks. It's Carlos Hughes, to lead things off for the Flock in the bottom of the 3rd. They lead 1-0. Jeff Singer ready to start his 3rd inning of work for Camden, and the first pitch to Hughes is a fastball on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1 count. Carlos has his average up to .229. The 0-1 is hit foul off the end of his bat. Goes behind home plate and into the sweet level. Out of play, 0-2. Anthony Vega waits on deck. Hughes with 3 RBIs and 8 runs scored. Hits another one off the end of his bat. Out of play. Hughes last night was in on the action in that 6th inning. Went 1 for 4 with an RBI, a run scored, and a walk. The 0-2 from Singer is a curveball low and in, and it's dropped by Jose Gil, but plenty of time. And the catcher will throw down to Joel Guzman at first base to complete the swinging strikeout. Well, Singer now has at least 1 K in each inning. Had 1 swinging strikeout to lead off the game, and it was against lead off the bottom of the 1st inning, I should say, and it was Anthony Vega who steps in here. Struck out Mike Blank swinging to lead off the 2nd, and now strikes out Carlos Hughes to lead off the 3rd. So each first batter that he's faced in an inning has struck out swinging against Jeff Singer. First pitch to Vega there is off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0 count. 1 out, no one on. 1-0 Ducks. Southpaw's the next pitch is a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Count even at 1-1. Fred DeJesus is our first base umpire. Third base is Mike Williams, who was behind the plate last night in the series opener. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Vega not really close to that one. An off-speed pitch. Started out on the inside part of the plate and landed behind the outside corner. Swing and a miss at the next pitch as well. That's in the dirt, and they throw to first base, and that's another swinging strikeout for Jeff Singer. And Vega has looked out of sorts in his first 2 at-bats, has not really come close to touching the ball. 2 Ks in the inning for Singer. Back-to-back, 2 away for Delta Cleary Jr., who singled, stole second, went to third on an E2 and then scored on Sean Burrow's RBI single in the first frame, his 28th stolen base as a Long Island Duck. Singer's fastball tails away, way outside. Ball 1, 1-0 count. Singer ready into the windup, the 1-0, check swing, but Cleary Jr. went around. 1-1 count. Delta tried to hold up as best as he could, actually collapsed at the knees, bent his knees, and tried to keep his weight back, but was far too late as the bat head came through. So the 1-1, fastball again outside by a good foot. Count 2-1. Sun continues to go down. 2-1, swing and a miss. Fastball was already in the glove as Cleary Jr. swings through it. Count even at 2-2 with 2 away, no one on. Sun is almost out of the range of the entire field, still hitting the fence out and right, but that's just about it. The 2-2 is chopped up the middle. Brandon Chavez ranges to his left behind the bag at second and will throw to Joel Guzman to retire the side. Delta Cleary Jr. goes down 6-3, and it's a 1-2-3 frame for Southpaw Jeff Singer in his first professional start. Darren Downs and Singer going back and forth here, but the Ducks still lead it 1-0 as we have completed 3 full frames from Bethpage Ballpark, and the Camden Riversharks will come up to bat when we come back.
Hey fans, this is catcher Mike Blank, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island's home for news, traffic, and weather, 1039 LI News Radio.
Few places on Earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks.
It's time for tonight's 4th inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. Ducks lead it 1-0. Top of the 4th. 1 hit for the Camden Riversharks so far. Darren Downs has looked very good through the first 3 frames. His first pitch of the 4th inning is a fastball up and outside for ball 1 to Camden shortstop Brandon Chavez. And our question for you tonight. Now, this is not necessarily as straightforward as it sounds. You have to think about this one, as Chavez has the second Camden hit with a single, a rope, right back up the middle into center field. Leadoff runner is aboard for the 3-hitter Patty Matera. So, the question, which pitcher holds the Major League Baseball record for the most strikeouts in a single game? Now, the most strikeouts in a single game, so I won't go any further, but just think about that. In a single game. Game goes 9 innings, usually, and we'll give you the answer in the bottom of the inning. Chavez leads off of first. Downs comes home with it. The bunt is pushed up the third baseline. Darren Downs fields it off the bat of Patty Matera. The throw to first is in time. Very nice play by Darren Downs. That was a perfect bunt by the 3-hitter Patty Matera. That could not have been a better bunt. It died right where it needed to, as Matera was running as hard as he could, but could not beat it out at first. Darren Downs with the athletic play to get the 3-hitter. So 1 away. Chavez will move to second. Sacrifice is successful. That goes to first base. Carlos Guzman, the cleanup hitter, is the batter, hitting from the left side. He's 0 for 1. Flew out to Delta Cleary Jr. in his first at-bat in the second. 1 away, first pitch from Downs. Curveball on the inside corner. Great pitch. Strike 1. Chavez with 6 stolen bases, leads off of second. Dan Lyons ranges in, now goes back. The 0-1 is rolled over to the second baseman, Carlos Hughes. Plenty of time. Throw to first base for Burrows is in time. For out number 2, the runner does advance, and the Camden Riversharks have the tying run 90 feet away for their first baseman, Joel Guzman. So Carlos goes down 4-3. Joel singled and stole second base in the second inning before he was stranded there. But a chance here to tie the game. 2 away. Guzman hitting .270 now after his single. Downs at the ready. First pitch is chopped left side and foul by about 2.5 feet. Rolls down the third base line. Anthony Vega will come over and, with the underhand toss, give it to a fan. Chavez off third. Downs is set. The 0-1 is hit hard, left field side, tailing, and it will stay fair. It rolls to the wall. Guzman rounds first and goes to second. Brandon Chavez has scored, and this ball game is tied 1-1. It is an RBI double for the Camden first baseman, Joel Guzman. Brandon Chavez scores his 45th run of the 2015 season, and the Riversharks have gotten even.
Number 1.
Just like they did yesterday, they played some small ball in the 4th inning to get 2 runs. They do the same thing here after the sacrifice bunt for Matera. And Chavez scores. Fastball from Downs to Daniel Rocket is on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. For Guzman, his 64th RBI of the year. He's now 2 for 2. Has a single and a double. He's at second. Another fastball in the inside corner from Downs, and the count is 0-2. And he's working awfully fast here. He just gets the ball back from Nelfi Zapata and gets a sign and fires away. Not necessarily a bad thing if you're in a groove as a pitcher. And there goes Guzman with a huge jump, and he takes third base without a throw again. Second stolen base of the game for Joel Guzman. This time he steals third, and the fastball was upstairs from Darren Downs for a ball. 1-2 count. Guzman getting incredible jumps. It's like Darren Downs is not even looking at him. Here's another 1-2, and it is chopped foul. First 1-2 pitch. Count will stay 1-2, so we will have a second one here. 2 away. So for Guzman, his 11th stolen base now of the season. Had himself a pretty good game so far. We're only in the 4th. Down set at the belt, the 1-2. Fastball is outside. Good eye by Daniel Rocket. Count even at 2-2. Go ahead run just 90 feet away for the Sharks. Once again, Downs is set. 2-2. Ball bounces low and in. Nice block by Nelfi Zapata. Keeps the runner at third base. It is a ball, 3-2 count. The Ducks collecting 9 or more hits for the 10th straight game on Friday. 2 hits here tonight, but 1 run on 3 hits for Camden as the game tied. And there is a bomb to left field by Daniel Rocket. That one is way over the wall. A long 2-run home run for Daniel Rocket. And the Camden Riversharks take a 3-1 lead here in the 4th inning. 11th homer of the year for Daniel Rocket. He hit a solo shot last week here at Bethpage Ballpark, and he sends that one a long, long way to left field, and the Riversharks have the 2-run advantage.
Camden catcher, number 12, Jose.
29 RBIs on the season now for Daniel Rocket. Guzman scores his 42nd run. Still 2 outs, 3-1 Camden. Fastball off the end of the bat of Jose Heel, and Sean Burrows will field it cleanly to retire the side. However, the Camden Riversharks take a 3-1 lead here in the top of the 4th inning. They put up 3 runs on 3 hits, no Long Island errors, and the Riversharks don't strand anyone. Not a bad inning for the Riversharks, and the Ducks will try to respond. They trail by 2, 3-1 Sharks. Long Island will come up to bat when we come back.
Hey fans, this is Jose Morales, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island's home for news, traffic, and weather, 103.9 LI News Radio.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Family fun every time. Beautiful evening for baseball. Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
It's time for the answer to tonight's 4th inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. The Ducks trail the Camden Riversharks 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning at Bethpage Ballpark. A 3 spot for the Sharks in the 4th. An RBI double for Joel Guzman, followed by a 2-run moonshot to left field by Daniel Rocket, has the Sharks out to the 3-1 advantage. And the question we asked you tonight for our trivia question: which pitcher holds the MLB record for the most strikeouts in a single game? Now, again, you have to remember, a game doesn't necessarily have to be just 9 innings, extras, and however long that may take to finish the ball game. So, the answer: on September 12th, 1962, this pitcher fanned 21 batters in a 16-inning 2-1 win over the Baltimore Orioles, and he was Washington Senator Tom Cheney. 21 Ks, 16 innings, 2-1 win over the O's on September 12th, 1962. Now, you could also take it even further and look at the professional record for strikeouts by a pitcher in an extra inning game, and that belongs to Mario Picone on June 15th, 1944, at 18 years old. 18 years old, 19 innings for the Bristol Twins, at the time the Class D Appalachian League team for the Twins. Struck out 28 batters in a 3-2 complete game win in 19 innings over the Johnson City Cardinals. 28 strikeouts. So that is the professional record for strikeouts by a pitcher in just an extra inning game altogether. So maybe not in the show on the the biggest stage, but in an actual professional game. 28 batters struck out against Mario Picone on June 15th, 1944, 18 years old, 19 innings for the Bristol Twins. Hard to believe that will ever be passed ever again with all the pitch counts that teams use these days. Dan Lyons has worked a walk, and that is another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose, and every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. So with no one out, their 3-hitter stands at first base. Ducks trailing by 2, 3-1, but if last night was any indication about how this offense has been performing of late. We know that they are far from done. Jeff Singer, the Camden starter, throws over to first base to keep lines close. The 1-1 is a fastball in the outside corner for a called strike, and the count is 1-2. Again, Burrows with the RBI single. In the bottom of the first inning, had the Ducks up on top 1-0 until we had the top of the fourth just go by. Singer's at the ready. The 1-2 is hit off the end of the bat. Shallow left field. Brandon Chavez, the shortstop, ranges back, and a few steps into the outfield grass will make the grab for the first out. Burrows did not get a lot of that one, nor did he get a lot of the bouncing ball into the left field hole that he hit in the first inning, but fortunately was able to get it past Zach McPhee, but not that time. So Lyons still at first base with one away. Singer throws over, keep Dan close. Lyons on the year with 17 stolen bases. Just really having an unbelievable year for the Ducks. Again, in his 5th year, already has a career high in RBIs in a Ducks uniform. He had 56 in 2012. Again, that was another great year in a Ducks uniform for him, but don't think it quite compares to the type of year that he's had so far. And obviously the Ducks, as of right now, in position to make the postseason. Hoping it stays that way. First place right now with the 1-game lead over Somerset, 2 games on top of Bridgeport. And it's hard to imagine where they might be without Dan Lyons playing a consistent shortstop and being a consistent source of offense in their everyday lineup throughout the entire year. The 1-0 from Singer to Cody Puckett is a fastball on the outside corner for a ball, 2-0. Singer again set, the 2-0, the slide step. Puckett tries to hold up on the check swing, but he goes around for a swinging strike, 2-1. That was a fastball again, way outside. Singer has primarily stayed with that tailing outside fastball to the righty batters, and has also stayed away from the lefties. But a lot of the Ducks batters have swung and been aggressive. Puckett still ahead in the count, 2-1. Singer lifts the leg, and there's a fastball up and in. Tight that time. Count goes to 3-1. Ground ball could end the inning, but one more ball, and the tying run will be at first base. Mike Blank is on deck for the Ducks. Cody 0 for 1, the 3-1. Fastball low and away. So there's another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quackerjack Foundation wins. So Cody takes Dan Lyons' spot at first base. Lyons goes to second. 2 walks in the inning for Jeff Singer, his first 2 of the ball game.
Number 9, Mike Blank. Number 9.
Mike is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging in the second. 4 Ks in the start, his first professional one for Jeff Singer. He's set here, checks on lines at second. First pitch is a fastball inside, a few inches off the corner for ball 1, 1-0. Lyons with about 2.5 steps off second. Puckett the same off first. Blank hits this one to the screen behind home plate for strike 1. 1-1 count with 1 away. Force everywhere but home for the Riversharks here. They can still turn 2. Infield plays at normal depth. Lyons in scoring position at second. Singer at the ready. Lyons jumps off second. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Looked like a changeup that maybe was a bit too high for Jeff Singer's liking, but he got away with one as Blank swung through it. Singer ahead 1-2 against Mike Blank out of Quebec, Canada. Granby, Quebec. Keeps checking on lines. Now the 1-2 is chopped in and now over, actually, the Camden dugout. Goes about 3 rows behind. Count 1-2. Nelfi Zapata's on deck for the Ducks. Another 1-2 from Singer. Blank hits it high in the air, right side, tailing, and that will get into the seats. Joel Guzman ran a long way. Simply ran out of room. (3-1) Camden here, but the Ducks threatening. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Mike Blank behind in the count, 1-2. Blank originally drafted by the White Sox in the 14th round of the 2010 draft. The 1-2 is hit right to the third baseman McPhee. On to second for 1. Materis throw to first is in time. A 5-4-3 double play, and Jeff Singer has worked out of trouble with just 1 out. Runners at first and second. The tying runs on board, and he gets that double play. That is a big pitch for the 21-year-old southpaw, and the Ducks are done in the 4th. No runs, no hits, no Camden errors, and we go to the top of the 5th. We're through 4 full from the Duck Pond. It's the Riversharks with the 2-run lead, 3-1, and they will bat when we return.
Hey fans, this is closing pitcher Ryan Cushmall, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island's home for news, traffic and weather, 103.9 LI News Radio.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc pavers pave your way.
Enjoy the ultimate VIP fan experience at Bethpage Ballpark this season by taking in a Ducks game from the brand new Trout Town Fan Can. Presented by Roscoe Beer Company, the Fan Can is available for rental at all Ducks home games. It features 12 Dream Seat theater-style padded seats, beverage holders, an air-conditioned atmosphere, and an incredible view of the game. Packages are now available with food and beverage included. To reserve your Fan Can outing today, call the Ducks Group Sales Department at 631-940-3825. The Trout Town Fan Can at Bethpage Ballpark. Your VIP experience has arrived.
Fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn Shop on your next visit to the Duck Pond, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. 3-1 in favor of the Camden Riversharks as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Evan Crawford is the batter for the road team. 1-0 is the count, and Darren Downs delivers a fastball that is hit foul, right side out of play, 1-1 count. Crawford is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging to lead off the 3rd inning. Big 4th for the Riversharks. A 1-1 fastball is inside to number 52 there. From number 23, Darren Downs. Making his 8th start as a member of the Long Island Ducks. The 2-1 is hit right side, hard and high, but foul. Hits the ramp down the right field line. Out of play. Count goes even, 2-2. No one on, no one out. 3 runs on 4 hits and an error for the Sharks. The 2-2 from Downs. High fly ball, shallow right center field, and it's Sam DiMatteo, the right fielder, to call off Delta Cleary Jr. And he grabs it for out number 1. So 1 away, and it's the 9-hitter, Zach McPhee, number 47. 0 for 1. Flew out to Delta Cleary Jr. in his first at-bat in the third inning. It was the RBI double for Joel Guzman for the first run. That tied the game for Camden in the fourth. And then the long 2-run homer for Daniel Rocket to left field. That put them ahead 3-1. First pitch fastball paints the outside black to the righty hitting McPhee. Darren Downs ahead 0-1. Kicks and fires already. And there's an off-speed pitch, low and away, that McPhee can touch, and the count is 0-2. Downs working noticeably faster than in prior starts. I mean, pretty much every Ducks starter, for the most part, works quickly as the 0-2 curveball bounces in the dirt, gets away from Zapata, but now he picks it up and throws to first base to complete the swinging strikeout. Another K for Darren Downs, and that is his fourth of the evening. 2 away. But it really looks like Darren is just kicking and firing as quickly as possible here in this start so far. Even after giving up those runs, may have worked even faster. Here's Michael Rocket, the Camden leadoff batter. 0 for 2, he's grounded out twice. First pitch curveball is hit out into center field. It is falling, and it will fall to the grass for a base hit. A bloop single to shallow right center for Michael Rocket. It hits off the end of his bat, but on the first pitch he sees, he gets himself to first base. Chavez led off the fourth inning with a single and later scored on the RBI double from Joel Guzman. He's the batter. 1 for 2. Scored his 45th run of the year. Forced at second for the Ducks. 5th hit of the ball game for the Riversharks. Down set at the belt, and he'll throw over to first. Burrows tosses it right back. Downs again, set, doesn't check on the runner. Fastball low. Ball 1, 1-0 count. The Ducks with a record of 15-14 in May, and then in June, 23-6. That was when they had the 2 10-game winning streaks. Then had a down month in July. They went under 500, 12-14, and now back in the saddle, 15-5 in the month of August. Early struggles in the second half have gone away, in large part due to the offensive onslaught that the rest of the league has been experiencing at the hands of the Ducks. The 1-1 fastball is low and away. The throw from Zapata to first base is not in time. Rocket gets back in there head first. Not a bad throw from Zapata. Smart play by Long Island. Count is 2-1 with 2 away. Patty Matera is on deck. Chavez, the 2-hitter, hitting from the right side, ahead in the count. Downs trying to end the inning here, and the fastball tails away. Ball 3, 3-1.
Rutgers!
It'll be Zapata, DiMatteo, and Hughes for the Ducks in the bottom of the inning. The 3-1 is hit foul in on the hands of Chavez, and it goes behind the Ducks dugout up in the suite level and out of play. So the count goes full. Runner should be sprinting off of first base on the throw. But Darren Downs has a decent move over to first base, the left-hander. Burrows originally backing off the bag, but now remembers that he should probably cover in case that Downs decides to throw over. Michael Rocket should be going. Downs lifts the leg, and now the pitch is low and in. Ball 4. Chavez works the walk, his 47th of the year. Rocket advances to second. Downs in a bit of trouble once again. Another runner in scoring position in Michael Rocket. Downs with 4 strikeouts so far. First pitch there is a strike. Count 0-1. That was the first walk issued by the southpaw. Walked by Chavez. Downs steps off. He'll regroup. The 0-1 from Downs is hit hard foul down the third baseline, and Downs ahead 0-2 in the count. Matera spent last year with the Riversharks as well, hit .236 with 3 homers and 39 RBIs out of Toms River, New Jersey. So staying in the state, his home state, to play some ball. 27 years old. 4th year with Camden. Curveball bounces behind home plate, but it's handled by Zapata. Rocket gets a huge jump off of second base. He was nearly halfway to third after the jumping lead on the throw from Downs home. Has to be careful. Darren steps off again. Fastball inside. Downs was about ready to run to the dugout, but it's ball 2. Count even at 2-2. That was not a bad pitch whatsoever, especially in a 1-2 count. Matera hitting from the right side, 0 for 1, but had that key sacrifice bunt an inning ago to set up the other run. The 2-2 bounces in the dirt, but it's handled by Zapata. Scoops it out of the dirt. Great play. We saw some incredible plays, my partner David Weiss and I, last night behind the plate from Mike Blank. After a while, it didn't quite matter as much once the Ducks were up by 10 runs. But Mike Blank was still giving it his all and made some incredible stops, sliding to his left and right. There's the 3-2, and the runners go. Hit to the shortstop, Dan Lyons. It goes off his chest, but he rebounds. Low throw to first is handled by Sean Burrows, about a foot off the dirt to retire the side. Darren Downs gets a bit of help from his defense. Nice play from Dan Lyons. Matera goes down 6-3 to retire the side. No runs on 1 hit, no Long Island errors, and the Riversharks do strand a pair. We're through 4.5. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Riversharks still up by 2. 3-1 they lead, and your Long Island Ducks will be at the plate when we come back.
Hey fans, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island's home for news, traffic, and weather. 103.9 LI News Radio.
Thinking about buying or refinancing a home? Start by attending a free MCU home buying seminar. Then speak with one of our loan specialists who will guide you through the loan process. With an affordable mortgage from Municipal Credit Union, Home Sweet Home will be a little sweeter. Call 212-238-3521 or visit nymcu.org to apply for your mortgage today. Municipal Credit Union. Strong, trusted, growing. Municipal Credit Union is an equal housing opportunity lender.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the Hebrew National Picnic Area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls Party Deck, the Trout Town Fan Can, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Welcome back to Bethpage Ballpark. Chris Buckley here with you, bringing you some Long Island Ducks baseball. Ducks trail the Camden Riversharks right now at Bethpage Ballpark, 3-1. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in a moment. Zapata hits the first pitch. It's Nelfi Zapata facing Jeff Singer, the Camden starter. Fouls it off left side, 0-1 count. Atlantic League action tonight, and the Somerset Patriots up big They continue to win. 8-1 is the score at Santander Stadium over the York Revolution, bottom of the third in Pennsylvania. In Sugar Land, bottom of the third as well at Constellation Field, and the Bridgeport Bluefish on the road, making the trip to the Lone Star State before they'll return home and face this Long Island Ducks team Monday through Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday set at the ballpark at Harbor Yard. They are scoreless, 0-0. Top of the fourth at Regency Furniture Stadium, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs lead the Lancaster Barnstormers 4-0. As Zapata hits one to left field, and it will fall for a base hit in front of Daniel Rocket. Rocket with a strong throw back in prevents Zapata from going to second base. But Nelfi Zapata continues to hit the baseball. He grounded out in his first at-bat, but has his first hit of the night here, a single left field. Sam DiMatteo, hitting from the right side, is 0 for 1. Grounded out to shortstop in his first at-bat. No one out for Long Island. Riversharks looking to roll a pair here. DiMatteo doesn't square to bunt, swings and misses through a fastball for strike one, 0-1. Again, the Ducks trailing by 2 here, 3-1. That was the third hit of the ball game for the Flock on Zapata's single. 7, 8, 9 for the Ducks here. Zapata hitting 7th. Here's the 8-hitter. Fastball low and away. Singer at the ready. 1-1, kicks and fires, and DiMatteo swings it and fouls it off to the screen behind home plate. So he's behind in the count 1-2. Zapata does not have a stolen base since joining the Ducks a little over a week ago. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Singer with the curveball low and in, just in front of the shins of DiMatteo for a swinging strikeout, and there's one away. Last inning was the first frame that Singer did not have one strikeout, at least one strikeout, but he has another one here. Had 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, for 4 altogether, and there was his 5th here in the 5th frame. So 1 away. And a ground ball now could end it for the Riversharks, could end the inning. Carlos Hughes is the batter. Curveball low in the zone, and Hughes swings and misses. Very nice pitch from Singer. 0-1 count. Singer's next pitch is off speed. Low and away, and Hughes swings through it. 0-2 count. It'll be Anthony Vega following Carlos Hughes. Big league scoreboard, the Mets in Colorado, just about 15 minutes away from first pitch there. The 0-2 is hit to the right side, scooped out of the dirt by Guzman, steps on the bag for 1 at first and throws to Brandon Chavez at second to retire the side. It is a 3-6 double play. 3 unassisted for the first out, and then the throw to Chavez, who applied the tag on Zapata to retire the side. So Anthony Vega will lead us off when he comes back up to the plate in the 6th inning, but right there, Jeff Singer working out of some trouble. No runs for the Ducks on 1 hit, no Camden errors, and none left on base after the double play. We go to the top of the 6th inning. 3-1 Camden on top of the Long Island Ducks.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Patrick Kreider, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island's home for news, traffic, and weather, 1039 LI News Radio.
The results are in. PSEG Long Island is delivering 99.9% reliability. We got there by strengthening equipment and clearing trees along power lines across our area. And our new outage management system will continue to ensure improved communications and faster restoration. 99.9% reliable. It's one more way we're serving you better. Discover how we're improving every day to bring you better service at www.psegliny.com/reliability.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try and meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. Long Island Ducks behind by 2. Top of the 6th inning at Bethpage Ballpark, 3-1 in favor of the Camden Riversharks. Darren Downs, the Ducks starter, back out on the hill. Ready to start his 6th inning of work against this Camden offense. First pitch to the cleanup hitter. Carlos Guzman is hit high in the air, right center field. Going back is Sam DiMatteo onto the warning track. He looks up and hits off the base of the wall, and now comes back down into the glove of Delta Cleary Jr., who spins and fires it back into the infield, but it is a long double for Carlos Guzman to lead off the Riversharks offense on the first pitch of the 6th inning. 6th hit of the ball game for the Riversharks, and now Joel Guzman, who tied the game with his RBI double in the 4th 2 innings ago, to step into the righty batter's box. No one out. Runner in scoring position again for the Riversharks. Darren Downs on the first pitch, already in some trouble. Fastball off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Three runs, 6 hits, and an error for the Riversharks. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Ducks. Fastball high and tight to Guzman on the 1-0. Now 2-0. Downs joining Long Island back in July. 3 years of big league experience, 2 with the Tigers, 2012 and 2013, and then pitched with the Houston Astros last year. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. Fastball. Guzman comes up empty, 2-1 count. Appeared in 92 games in the big leagues. 4-4 record, a 4.76 ERA, 84 Ks in 90 2/3 innings of work. The 2-1. Fastball hit off the end of his bat. Up onto the concourse and maybe the roof now, out of play. Count even at 2-2. Joel Guzman, also a big league vet. 30 years old, out of the Dominican Republic. 24 games over 2 years with the Dodgers in 06 and 07. So a little before the time of Darren Downs. The 2-2 is hit off the end of the bat, barely, to the backstop. Count will stay 2-2. Guzman did not play baseball last year professionally. Spent time with 2 teams in the Mexican League in 2013. Has spent time with 4 other major league organizations besides the Dodgers. Played in 110 games for the Rays, their AAA affiliate, of course, the Durham Bulls, in 2008. Downs at the ready, checks on the runner off second. The 2-2. Curveball is hit left field side and tailing foul. Almost the same result we saw from Guzman in his last at-bat, where he hit a ball down the left field line, but it was fair and it scored a run. Scored Brandon Chavez from third base in the 4th. Well, the Ducks started their offensive showcase last night in the 4th inning. Had 4 runs there, 2 more in the 5th, and then the 7-run 6th. But so far, 2 of those 3 innings, they have not touched home plate. In the 4th and 5th against Camden starter Jeff Singer. has looked pretty good. His first start as a professional, right out of college. Darren Downs with a lot more experience. The 2-2. High fly ball on the infield. Right side, Sean Burrows, the first baseman, ranges back about 5 to 6 steps behind the bag. Will make the grab in foul territory. One away. Big out for Darren Downs and the Long Island Ducks. Daniel Rocket, who hit a long 2-run home run in his last at-bat, will be the batter. That was Rocket's 11th of the year, team leading 11th of the year. He was tied with Joel Guzman for the team lead with 10 homers coming into this contest, but that put him ahead by 1. One away, and there goes the runner Carlos Guzman. The throw from Zapata to the third baseman Puckett. The tag applied, and it's not in time. He's in there safely. The pitch was a ball as well for Carlos Guzman, his 20th stolen base of the year. So both Guzmans have now stolen 3 bases altogether in the game. 2 for Joel, and now 1 for Carlos. Infield is in with 1 away, the 1-0 from Downs. It is a fastball just off the outside corner to the right-handed Rocket. 2-0. Rocket struck out swinging in the second in his first at-bat. Every infielder still in, just about a step behind the grass, the 2-0. Fastball on the outside corner that time. Downs paints the outside black, 2-1 count. Downs out of Lake Worth, Florida. The leg kick, the 2-1, is low and inside. Way inside, almost gets away from Nelfi Zapata, and the count is now 3-1. Well, the batter will be Jose Heel, the Camden catcher. If Rocket gets to first base with a walk, or in any other way. The 3-1. Fastball right down the middle. Could not have been more of a strike, and the count is full. And that's a big strike, a 3-1 pitch from Downs. Guzman still leads off of third by about 2.5 steps. The 3-2 from Downs. High fly ball, shallow center field. Now will it even reach the outfield grass? Barely. Dan Lyons, the shortstop, about a step onto the grass in shallow center, very shallow center, will reach up and make the grab. So essentially 2 infield pop-ups now, secured by Darren Downs, 1 to Sean Burrows and now the other to Dan Lyons, back-to-back. And Carlos Guzman is still standing at third base. 2 away. On a 3-2 pitch, Daniel Rocket, after hitting a 2-run home run in his prior at-bat, just misses that one. And Jose Heel will be the batter. We will pause 5 seconds for station identification. Two away for the Long Island Ducks here. 0-1 count. Jose Heel is 0 for 2. He is struck out and grounded out. But a chance to make this a 4-1 ball game with a base hit. The 0-1 from Darren Downs is off the end of his bat, and he fouls it off his foot. Count goes to 0-2. After last night, you know the Riversharks would love at least one more insurance run here. Having seen what the Long Island offense did to their pitching staff, Evan Engelbrook, the right-handed reliever, really had a tough go of it. Downs is set. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Big strikeout for Darren Downs, and he works out of a jam. Carlos Guzman was at third base with no one out, and Darren Downs is able to strand him there. No runs for the Camden Riversharks in the 6th inning on 1 hit, no Long Island errors, and Guzman is the only runner left stranded at third base. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Riversharks still on top. The Long Island Ducks still have some work to do if they want to get back in the game. They trail by 2, and they'll bat when we return.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Eric Komatsu, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island's home for news, traffic, and weather, 103.9 LI News Radio.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on in the park night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Welcome back to the Duck Pond, Bethpage Ballpark. Ducks trail the Camden Riversharks by 2, 3-1 our score. Bottom of the 6th inning, Anthony Vega, the Ducks left fielder, will be the batter again. Game 2 of a 3-game set. The Ducks won big, 9-run victory, 14-5 in Game 1, playing Game 2 here on Saturday night before we play the series finale tomorrow at 5:05. And remember, fans, there are 3 ways that you can get your tickets to all Ducks home games. You can get them at the Bethpage Ballpark box office. You can go online at liducks.com or via the Ducks mobile app or over the phone. Pick up the phone, call 631-940-TIXX. That's 631-940-8499 and get your Ducks tickets. Not too many home games left, of course, until the postseason, which the Ducks right now in position to get there as Vega lines out to Patty Matera, the Camden second baseman, who makes a sliding grab up the middle, route number 1. So Delta Cleary Jr., who has scored the lone Long Island run of this ball game so far against Camden starter Jeff Singer, who has been great. Now in his 6th inning, 5 1/3 through the start so far. His first professional start, remember, facing the Ducks here. Not an easy task, especially after last night. Has made 7 relief appearances with the Riversharks this year after being signed in mid-July out of college. Cleary Jr. fouls that one off on the 1-0 and brings the count even at 1-1 with 1 out. No one on for the Ducks. Dan Lyons, the 3-hitter on deck. Part of the order here. Every single Duck in the starting lineup tonight has really been hitting well. Cleary Jr. fouls that one off the end of his bat. 1-2 count. Vega double shy of the cycle last night. Delta Cleary Jr. almost at 300, hitting 299 now. Takes that fastball low, 2-2 count. Dan Lyons having an incredible year. You can make a case for him for player of the year in the entire league. Sean Burrows has done nothing but hit since he got here. Cody Puckett is up around 280 once again. The 2-2 from Singer is a fastball inside. Misses off the corner. Full count now with 1 out. Mike Blank, 2-run single last night, has been very consistent, hitting about 290. Nelfi Zapata has hit the cover off the ball in a Ducks uniform. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Cleary Jr. tries to go for the fences there, and there's 2 away. Another strikeout for Singer, and he continues that trend. The only inning that he has not had a strikeout now is the 4th. Sam DiMatteo with his first 2 RBIs as a Duck last night since joining the team earlier this week. And Carlos Hughes, who was hitting under 100 not too long ago, now hitting around 220. So has raised his average as well. So 1 through 9, every single starter is contributing. And at this point in the year, down the stretch, the race for the pennant for the postseason. That is crucial as Lyons grounds that one to the left side, and it's fair. It rolls down past the third base bag into the corner. Lyons will round first and try for second. He slides head first. The tag is not in time. It's a double for Dan Lyons. The shortstop shows his hustle and helps second baseman Patty Matera to his feet as well as he stands up and brushes the dirt off his jersey, his fresh, dirty jersey now.
Ducks first baseman number 25, Sean Burrows. Number 25.
Dan with his first hit of the ball game, and he has just been hitting incredibly. 2 more hits last night. He's now reached base safely, including tonight, in 28 of his last 29 games. Going back to July 23rd, he's been hitting .352 in that span, and he's also hit safely in now 15 straight games and has scored at least 1 run in 12 of his last 14 contests. If that's not production, I don't know what is. As Burrows rockets one to right field, reaching up is Carlos Guzman. He can't handle it. It's off his glove and it goes to the warning track. Dan Lyons scores without a problem. Sean Burrows goes to second base. It is officially scored a hit, an RBI double for Sean Burrows, the Long Island Ducks first baseman. His second RBI of the ball game, and this is a 1-run contest. The Ducks are not done yet. Burrows in scoring position at second, 3-2 Camden.
Hey, boys and girls, congratulations to tonight's Bethpage Kids Club winner.
Carlos Guzman ran a long way to try and get that ball off the bat of Sean Burrows, who gave it a good ride. And Chris Widger, the Camden manager, will come out and have a quick chat with his young starter, 21 years old, will turn 22 in September.
And become a member of the Bethpage Kids Club.
So Burrows and Lyons trade spots. It was Sean's RBI single in the first that got the Ducks on the scoreboard. So Dan has now scored at least 1 run, and I was just making the point as this was happening. At least 1 run in 13 of his last 15 contests. That is what you call production. It's also his 61st run scored of the year. Burrows at second. Puckett takes a fastball low and in. Count 1-0. Cody's 0 for 1. 3-2 Riversharks, but the Ducks still threatening with 2 outs and the tying run at second base. Next pitch from Singer is a curveball. Nice looking pitch. Hits the inside corner. Count 1-1. Mike Blank would be the batter if Cody can get aboard here. Patty Matera shades toward the bag to hold on Burrows. The 1-1 is chopped up the middle. Brandon Chavez should have time. He fields it. And the low and away throw to first base. Bit of a lazy throw from Brandon Chavez, but it's handled by Joel Guzman to retire the side. So Puckett goes down 6-3. However, the Long Island Ducks, they strike back for 1 run, and they pull to a 3-2 game. 1 run on 2 hits, 2 doubles back-to-back from Dan Lyons and Sean Burrows. No Camden errors and 1 runner left aboard. We are through 6. We go to the top of the 7th from Bethpage Ballpark. The Riversharks 3 and the Long Island Ducks 2.
Hey fans, this is Blake Davis, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball, Long Island's home for news, traffic, and weather. 103.9 LI News Radio.
Spring into a new Honda at Huntington Honda and pay $59 a month for a new 2015 Honda Civic LX sedan. $59. So spring into Huntington Honda on Jericho Turnpike just east of Route 110 or HuntingtonHondaCars.com.
Huntington Honda, discover the difference.
Auto 24-month lease, total due at inception. Civic $31.90 includes bank fee, first month's payment, no security deposit. Taxes, DMV, title fees extra with excellent credit through HFS.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Chill out with a cold cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet iced coffee. Available to concession stands here at Bethpage Ballpark, Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. Visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or visit their cafes in the Hamptons. The Long Island Ducks get one run in the bottom of the 6th inning and make it a 3-2 ball game in favor of the Camden Riversharks, which is where we are at in the top of the 7th inning. Evan Crawford, who joined the Long Island Ducks last year, right around this time, in the month of August, part of the late season push by Long Island last year, was traded to the Riversharks earlier this year, began the year also with the Ducks as his bat goes flying out of his hands down the third baseline on an 0-2 pitch, and he strikes out. Darren Downs with another K simply slipped out of his hands. Almost hit Pedro Swan Jr. down the third baseline, the bench coach and hitting coach. So Darren Downs with the strikeout. And Zach McPhee rolls one right to the second baseman, Carlos Hughes. Bizarre hop off the infield grass, but he handles it and throws to Sean Burrows. So one pitch to McPhee, and there's 2 outs. Well, certainly an efficient, fast start for Darren Downs to this 7th frame. Michael Rocket, the Camden leadoff batter. Crawford's K, the 6th now for Darren Downs in this start. And he is an out away from tying his season high for innings in a start. Is for a longest start. He went 7 in his last one in Somerset earlier this week. First pitch to Michael Rocket, grounded right back to Darren Downs. He reaches out and snags it. Wow. Doesn't get much faster than that now, does it? Rocket retired 1-3. A 1-2-3 frame, a strikeout, and 2 straight groundouts, and Darren Downs is done with the top of the 7th inning, and the Camden Riversharks don't put up another run, and we will pause here and carry God Bless America for you.
God Bless America.
While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair, as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer. God bless America, land that I love, stand beside her and guide through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my
Hey fans, this is Kevin Byers, manager of the Long Island Ducks, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island's home for news, traffic, and weather, 103.9 LI News Radio.
Hey, Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Well, after 6.5 innings at Bethpage Ballpark, Camden starter Jeff Singer, in his first professional start, is in position for the win against the Long Island offense that racked up 14 runs on 16 hits last night, a season-high 14 runs, but so far have scored 2 runs on 5 hits as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning and they trail 3-2. And the new pitcher in relief for the Riversharks is the right-hander, number 13, Dan Blewett, which, yes, you heard that right, Dan Blewett, and he is a reliever. 6 feet tall, 185 pounds, out of Bloomington, Illinois. Last played for the Evansville Otters of the Frontier League, another independent team. 29 years old. On the year, 1.79 ERA. He is 1-4. Making his 41st appearance of the year. All in relief. He has 1 save, 40 1/3 innings, 39 hits, 9 runs, 8 of them earned, 7 walks, and 50 strikeouts. Batters hitting .247 against him. Ducks catcher Mike Blank swings at the first pitch he sees and hits a fly ball to shallow left field that Daniel Rocket runs very far in for from pretty deep left field to hold on for the first out. So first pitch, and Blank swings at it, and there's 1 away. Ducks starter Darren Downs had a 5-pitch inning in the top of this 7th frame, and he is at exactly 100 pitches, so it'll be very interesting to see if Kevin Baez will send him back out there for another frame. Darren has had just 1 bad inning in that 4th inning, gave up 3 runs. That's all the offense, or the scoring, that Camden has managed so far. 1 away. First pitch to Nelfi Zapata is a fastball off the outside corner for ball 1. 1-0. Nelfi had a single to left field in his last at-bat. That was in the 5th. No one on, 1 out. 7, 8, 9 here with Zapata, DiMatteo, and Hughes. The 1-0. Fastball right down the middle. 1-1 count. For Camden, it'll be 2, 3, 4 in the order in the 8th inning, so that does not improve the chances of Downs going back out for the 8th. Chavez, Matera, and Carlos Guzman, 2, 3, 4. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Zapata can't touch the up and in fastball. Count 1-2. Blewett last pitched on August 20th against the Lancaster Barnstormers. Had 1 strikeout and 1 inning of work. Was with Camden last year. 2nd year overall now with the Sharks. Steps off the back of the rubber. He'll regroup here. Last year with the Riversharks, 5-3 with a 4.03 ERA in 39 games. He started 6. 1-2. Fastball is off the outside corner. Not by much, but ball 2. Count even at 2-2. That's a good 1-2 pitch from Dan Blewett. Zapata 1 for 2, has the average at .458 right now. Check swing, fastball upstairs and a bit outside, and Zapata holds it from going around. So count goes full. Ducks in need of 1 run to tie. 3-2 Camden. Bottom of the 7th. Blewett is set at the belt. Kicks and fires. The 3-2, check swing. Did he go around? He did not, and it's ball 4. So it's another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. Zapata trots 90 feet to first. Sam DiMatteo, 0 for 2, struck out swinging against Jeff Singer in the 5th. And the final line for the 21-year-old starter. 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned, 2 walks and 6 strikeouts. Both RBIs for the Ducks coming courtesy of Sean Burrows, their cleanup hitter. An RBI single and an RBI double. First pitch swinging is DiMatteo, and he hits it over the screen behind home plate, foul. 0-1 count. So really the only batter that did any major damage to Singer was Sean Burrows. He and Lyons back-to-back doubles an inning ago in the 6th to scratch out 1 run. Zapata off of first. Another foul ball. This one tips off the glove of Jose Heel and rolls behind home plate. 0-2 count. Ducks at home this year, hitting .302 as a team. 299 runs now scored with the 2 tonight. DiMatteo swings again and fouls it off behind home plate. Count stays at 0-2. .299 runs. You throw in the 5 hits from tonight, and they have 592 on the year here at the Duck Pond. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. DiMatteo goes down swinging against Dan Blewett, his first strikeout, and there's 2 away. Nelfi Zapata still stands at first base. Back-to-back strikeouts for DiMatteo at the plate. Hughes has also had a tough night at the plate. Struck out swinging in the 3rd, grounded into a 3 unassisted to the shortstop, 3-6 double play in his last at-bat in the 5th. That ended the inning. Zapata was almost the same situation. Zapata had singled and reached first base. DiMatteo struck out, and then Hughes grounded into the double play to end the inning. So the only thing that's different about the inning so far is how Zapata reached first base. It's a single in the 5th, and now the base on balls. That was the 3rd walk altogether in the ball game allowed by Singer and Blewett combined through 6 2/3. Hughes, the switch hitter, switches sides now and hits lefty against the right-hander Blewett, the 0-1. Fastball up and away. 1-1 count. Hughes actually played in 5 games with the Camden Riversharks last year. In 2014, he was born in Trenton, New Jersey, so from the same state. The 1-1. Hit high in the air, right side, shallow right. The second baseman, Patty Matera, will settle under it, and he reaches up and makes the grab to retire the side. So the Long Island Ducks get a runner aboard here in the bottom of the 7th, but they can't do anything else. No runs, no hits, no Camden errors, and 1 runner left aboard after Nelfi Zapata's walk, and he stays at first base. 7 full in the books here at Bethpage Ballpark, and the Long Island Ducks still trail the Camden Riversharks 3-2.
Hey fans, this is first baseman John Griffin, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island's home for news, traffic, and weather. 1039 LI News Radio.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island.
At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks.
Hey Ducks fans, do you want frequent updates on team transactions, scores, store specials, and the status of upcoming games? Then follow the Long Island Ducks on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucks. With Twitter, the faithful flock will also be able to follow their Ducks and find out more information regarding nightly promotions, player signings, league activities, and more. The Ducks are tweeting right now, and you can follow along at twitter.com/LIDucks. Ducks starter Darren Downs threw exactly 100 pitches, 71 strikes, and he is done for the night. In to replace him is J.C. Romero, former World Series champion with the Philadelphia Phillies back in 2008. Southpaw comes in, and we'll give you his numbers on the year, having last pitched on August 19th, allowed 2 hits and 1 walk in 1 inning of work, but did not allow a run to score, did not have a strikeout, does not have a strikeout recorded in his last 2 appearances, which have both been 1 inning long. Pitched on the 18th and the 19th. On the 18th, he allowed 2 hits, 1 run, and 1 walk in 1 inning of work. On the year, number 28, coming in at 2.18 is his ERA, 0-1 record, making his 22nd appearance for the Long Island Ducks. 20 2/3 innings, 17 hits, 5 runs all earned, 10 walks, 10 strikeouts, batters hitting .221 against the Southpaw. So, the Ducks staying with the lefties here, from Downs to Romero, and staying with the theme of former big leaguers as well. The 0-1 to Brandon Chavez is a fastball up and in. Ball 1, 1-1 count. So it's 2-3-4. Chavez, Matera, and Carlos Guzman for the Camden Riversharks, who are trying to maintain, and at this point with the bats, add to their 1-run lead. The 1-1 from Romero. Fastball on the outside corner, called strike. 1-2 count. For the Ducks in the bottom of the 8th, it's the top of the order. Vega, Cleary Jr., and Lyons. Romero at the ready, the 1-2. Swing, and did he get a piece of it? He did not, but it's bobbled by Zapata. He picks it up and applies the tag, and there is the first strikeout for J.C. Romero in his last 2 outings. Across the last 2 1/3 now, he has 1 K, so there's 1 away. So Patty Matera will be the batter with 1 out, no one on. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error for the Camden Riversharks. 2 runs, 5 hits, 0 errors for the Long Island Ducks. Romero has the sign from Zapata. Kicks and fires. Fastball high and outside. 1-0. 14-year Major League veteran, J.C. Romero. 7 different teams. 08 World Series champion. Began this year with Puebla in the Mexican League. The 1-0 is hammered down the left field line, and it hits the warning track and ricochets off the party deck. Anthony Vega will go and retrieve it. Carlos Guzman on deck for Camden. 1-1 from Romero. Fastball inside. 2-1. This one hit right side, tailing, and it goes foul. Off the end of Matera's bat. Strike 2, 2-2 count. So the only team that the Long Island Ducks are under 500 against this year in the entire league, it's only one team, and it's the Bridgeport Bluefish, who have provided Long Island with some difficulty throughout the year. There's been times when the Ducks have dominated the Bluefish, but there's been times when they've struggled mightily against them as well. The 2-2 fastball misses just off the inside corner. Romero thought it was strike 3, and it started to turn his back and walk away, but the count goes full. J.B. Torres gives the call to Patty Matera, so the count is full with 1 away. And Bridgeport in the Ferry Cup Series with the 1-game lead. 11 games to 10. Matera chops this one on the ground to the shortstop, Dan Lyons. Not running very hard to first base, and Lyons throws him out by about 4 or 5 steps, 2 away. So we will go to the ballpark at Harbor Yard.
Right fielder number 3.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Number 3.
And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at Regency Furniture Stadium in Southern Maryland for a 4-game set against the Blue Crabs. Every game so crucial for the Ducks at this point, but primarily with the 2015 Ferry Cup Series in mind. Those Bluefish games, Monday through Wednesday, of the utmost importance. Fastball inside, but on the inside corner to the lefty hitting Guzman for strike 1, 0-1 count. The Ducks play 3 against Bridgeport on the road, and then they only have 3 more left after that to come against the Bluefish, and that will be the first 3 days of September. So the 24th through the 26th in Connecticut, and then the 1st through the 3rd of the 9th month of the year here at Bethpage Ballpark. And interestingly, it'll be 3 and then 4, as I just mentioned, on the road at Bridgeport, at Southern Maryland. And then the Ducks come back home for 3 and 4 against the Bluefish and the Blue Crabs. And then they play the Riversharks again. So a lot of the Riversharks, Bluefish, and Blue Crabs over the last couple weeks of this second half. Count is 3-1 to Carlos Guzman. Swing and a miss on the inside pitch from Romero, and he needs just 1 more strike for a 1-2-3 frame. So not including tonight, including tomorrow's game, only 11 more home games here at Bethpage Ballpark in the regular season for the Ducks. The 3-2 is an inside pitch again, tails toward the hands of Guzman, and he just makes contact with it. Hits to the backstop behind home. Count will stay right where it is, 3-2. No one on for the Riversharks, but that's also our score, 3-2 Sharks, who are in last place right now in the Liberty Division standings in the second half. The 3-2 from Romero. Fastball off the outside corner, ball 4. So there's the first walk issued by Romero, and the first base runner he's allowed. Guzman trots to first base, and Joel Guzman is now the batter, who has had a nice day at the plate. A single, an RBI double, 2 stolen bases. He's 2 for 3. Popped up to Sean Burrows in his last at-bat. Got the scoring started for the Camden Riversharks in that 4th inning when they put up all 3 of their runs. 1 run in the first for the Ducks, 3 in the 4th for Camden, 1 for Long Island in the 6th. Romero throws over. Carlos Guzman has also stolen a base tonight. Romero holds the leg up in the air for a good second there, and then fires home. It's a ball off the outside corner, the fastball, 1-0. Pretty much just hovers that leg without going across the back of the rubber, so he could technically throw over. Legally, by the rules, could throw to first base in a pickoff attempt, holding that leg up in the air. That one hit foul, right side up onto the concourse, 1-1 count. But you also, as a pitcher, cannot stop. You cannot stop in the middle of your motion for significant amount of time where the umpires can rule that it is a balk. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Guzman goes after a tailing fastball way off the outside corner, and the count is 1-2. Force at second for the Ducks. Guzman is a free swinger. That is for sure, having watched him throughout the season. The 1-2. Fastball high and tight. Guzman's back turns to the ball, gets out of the way. Romero pulls the count even. 2-2 with 2 outs. Ducks have 2 runs. 7,240 on hand at Bethpage Ballpark, ready for what they hope is a Ducks win and some fireworks, and the 2-2 fastball is high and tight again, full count. My partner yesterday, David Weiss, telling me that he had a stat, and I don't remember exactly what the record was, but the Ducks very successful on fireworks nights here at Bethpage Ballpark as Guzman gets jammed and hits that one foul. I'm not exactly recalling what the record was, but it was very, very good on nights that the Ducks have fireworks on tap for their fans. So they rise to the occasion when the fans are in the ballpark, that is for sure. Romero throws the first to keep Carlos Guzman at bay. Give you a scoreboard update in the bottom of the inning. 3-2 from Romero is hit high in the air, left field. Going back, it's Anthony Vega onto the warning track, looking up. Is it a fair ball? It is a foul ball. Home plate umpire J.B. Torres makes the call. Joel Guzman hit that one to the moon, but foul. That was one of the highest fly balls I have seen hit here at Bethpage Ballpark all season long. And it was just a long foul ball. If it was fair, it was well gone. That landed out behind the second wall into the trees, down the left field line, past the Camden bullpen, but it went foul by a few feet. J.B. Torres was ready, standing on the line, watching all the way. Third base umpire Mike Williams is standing in the infield. The 3-2. A swing and a miss. J.C. Romero comes back and strikes out Joel Guzman, who slams his helmet down in frustration after striking out to end the top of the 8th inning. 2 Ks in the frame for left-handed reliever J.C. Romero, and he keeps the score right where it is. 3-2, Camden over Long Island as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Ducks will come up with the sticks.
Hey fans, this is right-handed pitcher Frank DiGiulio, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island's home for news, traffic, and weather, 1039 LI News Radio.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc pavers pave your way.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
To the bottom of the 8th we go here at Bethpage Ballpark. Chris Buckley here with you for some Long Island Ducks baseball, and the Ducks trailing by 1. Running out of time here on Saturday night. 3-2 is the score in favor of the Camden Riversharks, and another pitching change for Riversharks manager Chris Widger in to replace his leading reliever Dan Blewett is the southpaw TJ Chisholm, wearing number 19, 5'10", 190 pounds, out of Chester, Pennsylvania, having last pitch for the Somerset Patriots, who are up big right now. We'll give you the out-of-town scoreboard update in a few moments as well. On the year, however, Chisholm comes in with a 2-2 record, a 2.87 ERA, making his 36th appearance, made just 2 for the Patriots. 31 1/3 innings, 32 hits, 15 runs, 10 of them earned, 11 walks, 31 strikeouts, while batters are hitting .256 against the lefty. Top of the order for the Long Island Ducks here, who need 1 run to tie over these last 2 innings and have the top of the order. 1-0 pitch from Chisholm is inside to Anthony Vega for ball 2. 2-0. Top of the 6th in Sugarland, the Skeeters tied up at 2 with the Bridgeport Bluefish, Constellation Field. Vega hitting from the left side. Chisholm at the ready, the 2-0. Fastball up and in, ball 3. That is the number 1 rule of relieving. You never want to walk the leadoff batter, especially in a 1-run game in the 8th inning, and Chisholm is a ball away from doing just that. Works from the stretch, the 3-0. Fastball on the inside corner. Strike 1, 3-1 count. So the Somerset Patriots, as I mentioned, up big by 7, 11-4 on the road at Santander Stadium. Bottom of the 5th, they lead the York Revolution. So 11-4 in favor of the, as of now, second place Pats. The 3-1. Chopped up the middle to the shortstop, Brandon Chavez. Throws to first, and they retire Anthony Vega by a half a step. Small stretch by Joel Guzman, and Vega is retired. So goes after a 3-1 pitch. And now Chris Widger is going to come out, and it looks like TJ Chisholm's day is done. So I suppose just using Chisholm to retire Anthony Vega. He was a ball away from walking him, and he will go to the dugout. Jogs off the mound. So just a situational move there to bring Chisholm in for the 1 batter. Gets all the high fives from his teammates and gets the job done, even though he fell behind quickly. And there's another pitcher coming in, so we'll give you more on that when we come back. But as of right now, 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. The batter will be Delta Cleary Jr. when we come back as the Ducks trail 3-2.
Hey fans, this is Marty Jansen, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island's home for news, traffic, and weather. 1039 LI News Radio.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
The results are in. Thousands of PSEG Long Island customers participated in our energy efficiency programs, saving nearly $35 million. Being energy efficient helps our environment, too. Together, we've eliminated 21,000 cars worth of emissions in 2014. Thank you, Long Island. We're all making a difference. Discover how we're improving every day to bring you better service at www.psegliny.com/efficiency.
Well, the Camden Riversharks call on southpaw reliever TJ Chisholm to come in and face the Long Island Ducks leadoff hitter, also a lefty hitter, in Anthony Vega. Chisholm falls behind in the count 3-0, throws a strike, gets the 3-1, and then gets Vega to ground out to shortstop, so he, in the end, gets the job done. And now Chris Widger will call on a right-hander in number 25, Rob Bryson, as his team leads by 1, 3-2. In the bottom of the 8th inning, 3 runs on 6 hits and an error for the Riversharks, 2 runs on 5 hits and no errors for the Long Island Ducks, who have 1 out in the bottom of this frame and no one on, in need of a run to tie with 5 outs left in this ball game. On the year, Bryson, the right-hander, 1-0 with a 2.37 ERA, making his 45th appearance of the year here. That leads the team. Or excuse me, he's a couple behind Michael Click. First pitch to Cleary Jr. is a fastball off the outside corner, count 1-0. Michael Click has 48 relief appearances, so 3 behind him now. 45 2/3, 36 hits, 20 runs, 12 earned, 13 walks, 49 Ks, and opponents hitting .208 against him. The 1-0 is low. Fastball, count 2-0. Bryson, 6'1", 200 pounds, out of Newark, Delaware. 27 years old, will be 28 in December. And speaking of birthdays, the Ducks have actually had a couple over the last couple days. Dan Lyons had a birthday yesterday. Cleary Jr. takes a fastball off the outside corner, and the count is 3-0 again. Camden's bullpen, back-to-back relievers now, going to 3-0. And then today is also 2 birthdays for the Ducks. The 3-0, fastball right down the middle for a strike, 3-1. Pair of relievers, Frank DiGiulio Jr., the right-hander, and Patrick Kreider. So happy birthday to Frank and Patrick. Those 2 guys have combined for a 2.67 ERA out of the pen this year, as the fastball's inside, ball 4 to Delta Cleary Jr. So the tying run is aboard for the Long Island Ducks. Bryson comes in and walks the first batter he faces, and that is another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. Dan Lyons is the batter. 1 away here. Ducks in need of a run to tie. Lions with 10 homers on the year, and boy, could they use one right now. Lions hitting .315. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Doubled and scored in the 6th. Was brought in on the Sean Burrows RBI double. He stands in the on-deck circle. Bryson steps off the back of the rubber. He'll reset. Comes set. Kicks and fires. First pitch, check swing. It goes off Dan's bat. Just off the end of it for a strike. Might have been a ball if he let it go by, but the count 0-1. Cleary Jr. off of first base. Already has 1 stolen bag. Deal 1. Fastball inside, just below Dan's knees. Count even at 1-1. Cleary Jr. stole his 28th base in the first inning and later scored his 50th run. Bryson set of the belt. The righty kicks and fires. The 1-1 low and away. Ball 2, 2-1. Bryson last pitch on August 20th against Lancaster. Through 1 inning, 2 hits, gave up a run. It was earned. He walked 1 and struck out 1. Did not play last year, but bounced around the Indians organization 2 years ago in 2013. The 2-1. Fastball low, ball 3. 3-1 count to Dan Lyons, and he is in the driver's seat here. See if he swings away, if he gets the sign from Kevin Baez. It looks like that's what he just motioned to his shortstop. If there's one guy you definitely have confidence in this lineup to swing away on 3-1, but also be smart, it's undoubtedly Dan Lyons. The 3-1. There goes Delta Cleary Jr., and it's ball 4. Another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. And with one away, runners at first and second for Sean Burrows. Chris Widger comes out and has a talk with his reliever, Rob Bryson. Back-to-back walks. Delta stands at second. Dan Lyons stands at first. Burrows 2 for 3, hitting .336 on the year. The RBI single in the first inning brought in Cleary Jr. The RBI double in the sixth brought in Dan Lyons, and that is the runs. Those are the runs that Long Island is working with right now. They have 2. 3-2 is the score. Tying run at second base in scoring position. Cleary Jr. 180 feet away. Chavez plays back at short. Matera plays back at second. McPhee about even with the bag at third base. Guzman plays behind Lyons at first, somewhat guarding the line. Now McPhee backs off at third and moves away from the line. Bryson tries the inside pickoff move, but no one's covering at second. Burrows trying to now tie the game for Long Island. He has done all the run scoring with the bat for the Ducks so far. First pitch, fastball low and away, ball 1. And Bryson just cannot find the strike zone here. Struggled with his command. Bryson checks on Cleary Jr., the 1-0. In on the hands. Fisted foul behind the bag, behind home plate to the screen. Big league scoreboard. The Mets were up 3-0 in the second inning. 3 straight doubles in the top of the frame, and the Rockies have tied it 3-3. A bases clearing triple. The Rockies as Burrows lines this one right to Brandon Chavez. The flip to second for 1 on to first, and it's a 6-4-3 double play. Just when the Ducks had a chance to tie the game, 1 out, runners at first and second, Rob Bryson comes in with 1 out, no one on, walks the first 2 batters he faces, and Sean Burrows lines one on the short hop right to Brandon Chavez, the Camden shortstop, and they turn the tailor-made 6-4-3 double play to retire the side. No runs for the Ducks, no hits, no Camden errors, and we go to the top of the 9th. The Riversharks still trying to maintain that 1-run lead. 3-2 is the score, and the Sharks will bat when we come back.
Hey fans, this is relief pitcher Bruce Kern, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island's home for news, traffic, and weather. 1039 LI News Radio.
Thinking about buying or refinancing a home? Start by attending a free MCU home buying seminar. Then speak with one of our loan specialists who will guide you through the loan process. With an affordable mortgage from Municipal Credit Union, Home Sweet Home will be a little sweeter. Call 212-238-3521 or visit nymcu.org to apply for your mortgage today. Municipal Credit Union. Strong, trusted, growing. Municipal Credit Union is an equal housing opportunity lender.
Enjoy the ultimate VIP fan experience at Bethpage Ballpark this season by taking in a Ducks game from the brand new Trout Town Fan Can. Presented by Roscoe Beer Company, the Fan Can is available for rental at all Ducks home games. It features 12 Dream Seat theater-style padded seats, beverage holders, an air-conditioned atmosphere, and an incredible view of the game. Packages are now available with food and beverage included. To reserve your fan can outing today, call the Ducks Group Sales Department at 631-940-3825. The Trouttown Fan Can at Bethpage Ballpark. Your VIP experience has arrived.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app, powered by Clear Vision Apps, has officially arrived. Buy tickets and stay up to date on Long Island's hometown team right on your mobile device. Download the app today for free by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. Top of the ninth inning from Bethpage Ballpark. The Camden Riversharks lead the Long Island Ducks 3-2. Ryan Kushmal comes in from the pen for Kevin Baez' flock, who trail by 1, and the Riversharks will try to pad their 1-run advantage before the Ducks come up in the bottom of the inning. Kushmal replaces J.C. Romero. On the year, Ryan 4-2 with a 3.26 ERA, making his 47th appearance of the year here. Has 25 saves, 47 innings, 44 hits, 19 runs, 17 of them earned, 19 walks, 49 Ks, batters hitting .250 against them. The ball right out in front of the plate for Nelfi Zapata. He picks it up and fires to first for the first out. Ryan Kushmal gives him the tap on the shoulder, saying nice play, and there's one away. Big first out for Kushmal and Zapata. That was Daniel Rocket. So Rocket goes 2-3. Jose Heel. Camden catcher Will Batt. He is 0 for 3. He has struck out twice and grounded out to Sean Burrows at first base. Ducks trying to get their 11th win of the year against Camden, but they will need at least 2 runs in the bottom of the inning. Depending on what the Riversharks do here in the top of the ninth, they lead 3-2. First pitch to Heel is a ball, 1-0. Kushmal into the windup, 1-0 fastball right down the middle. 1-1 count. Infield at normal depth, no one on here with 1 away. Ryan last pitched on August 19th. Didn't allow a hit. 1 inning of work. Zeros across the board. No hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. The 1-1 is off the end of the bat. A cue shot right to the bat boy in the on-deck circle on the Ducks side of the field. And the count is 1-2 in favor of Kushmal. Ryan actually has not allowed a hit in his last 2 2/3. Well, now 3 full innings with the out here. Wiggles that glove, as always, to conceal what pitch he's throwing. The 1-2. Curveball low. This is down the zone behind home plate. 2-2 count. For the Ducks, in the bottom of the inning, it'll be Puckett, Blank, and Zapata. 5, 6, 7. Kushmal ready. The windup, kicks it, fires. 2-2 off the end of the bat, and it will fall for a base hit to right field. Just inside the line, DiMatteo will fill it and fire back in, and Jose Heel finally has a hit in the game for the Riversharks, and he's aboard for the first time after going 0 for 3 coming into the at-bat, now 1 for 4.
Designated hitter number 52, Evan Crawford. Number 52.
Crawford also 0 for 3 right now with 2 strikeouts. Flew out to right field in the 5th as well, hitting from the right side with 1 away. Kushmal gets the sign from Zapata, sets up on the inside corner. Heel with a very short lead off first. Kushmal fires a fastball, high and outside, ball 1, 1-0. There is no breeze in the air right now. The flag's out in right field on the pole, completely motionless. Even the pennant's out around the scoreboard in left center field. Just facing down not waving in the breeze. There's a strike from Kushmal, 1-1. And even if the flags in right field aren't moving, or not moving that much, usually the pennants out in left center field that are on the scoreboard will wave in the breeze at least lightly. And they are motionless, completely dead out there right now. Fastball low and away from Kushmal, 2-1. So any high fly ball probably not going to carry. I'd say more often than not, the wind blows out toward left field here at Bethpage Ballpark. Some nights you'll get a strong breeze going out to right field. That's definitely helped some lefty hitters for the Ducks and their opponents throughout this year. But more often than not, it's usually to left field. Kushmal's 2-1 is a slider off the outside corner for ball 3. 3-1. 8 and 9 in the order right now for Camden. Crawford and McPhee, and then back to the top of the order if it gets that far. Kushmal checks on heel at first base. Comes set at the belt. Comes home with the 3-1. Fastball, and it's fouled off of Nelfi Zapata. Ricochets toward the Ducks dugout. Not exactly sure what that hit. It looked, as the pitch came in, as if it hit off the top of his left shin guard. Stands up and shakes off the sting of that foul ball. And the count is full. Ground ball here could end the inning for Kushmal. Here comes the 3-2. Kushmal's ready. Heel off of first, and there he goes for second. The pitch is way inside, ball 4. So Evan Crawford goes 90 feet to first base. Jose Heel moves up to second. And here comes pitching coach Marty Jansen to have a quick talk with Kushmal.
And fans, the logo of the Ducks would like to give a special salute to the Central Iceland Fire Department to help bring us tonight's pyrotechnical fireworks.
Zach McPhee is 0 for 3 as well. So the 7, 8, and 9 hitters in the order for the Riversharks reaching base for the first time in the game in their at-bats here. All were 0 for 3. McPhee has struck out once.
Zach McPhee, number 47.
McPhee, 25 years old, out of Phoenix, Arizona. 5'9", 175, but takes a big cut when he's up there. He swings hard. 1 out. Puckett in front of the bag at third for the Ducks. First pitch from Kushmal is roped right to the second baseman Hughes. Beautiful backhanded stop. The flip to second for 1. On to first. 4-6-3 double play. Carlos Hughes flashing the leather to help out Ryan Kushmal. What a play. Beautiful defensive work. That ends the top of the ninth. No runs for Camden on 1 hit. No Long Island errors. We go to the bottom of the ninth. 3 more outs for the Ducks. They trail 3-2. Can they do it? We'll find out when we come back.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Ian Marshall, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island's home for news, traffic, and weather. 1039 LI News Radio.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on Bark in the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Iceland.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Bottom of the ninth at Bethpage Ballpark, a one-run ball game between the Long Island Ducks and Camden Riversharks. Unfortunately for the Ducks right now, they are on the two-run end of that score. They need one run to tie here. And in comes Matt Gorgon to try and secure the save for the Camden Riversharks. On the year, the right-hander 2-1 with a 2.15 ERA. Making his 40th appearance, he has 25 saves, looking for number 26, 37 2/3 innings, 22 hits, 10 runs, 9 earned, 15 walks, 46 Ks, and batters hitting just 164 against him. It will be 5, 6, 7 in the lineup for the Long Island Ducks. Cody Puckett, Mike Blank, and Nelby Zapata, as the Ducks look for just one run to tie here. 3 runs on 7 hits with 1 error for the Camden Riversharks. 2 runs, 5 hits, 0 errors for the Long Island Ducks. Cody is 0 for 2 with a walk. Gorgon, the righty, 5'10", 210 pounds, out of Concord, California. Into the windup. The first pitch from number 23 is a curveball on the outside corner for a called strike, 0-1 count. Ducks looking for their 70th win of the year. They're 23-18 in the second half of play. Camden right now is 17-24. In last place, the 0-1 from Gorgon. Fastball up and outside. Ball 1, 1-1 count. Between Puckett, Blank, and Zapata on the night, just 1 hit and 2 walks. There's another curveball from Gorgon, and it misses low and away. 2-1 count. Fireworks to come for the more than 7,000 fans here at the Duck Pond in attendance. The 2-1 from Gorgon. Fastball chopped up the middle. Brandon Chavez has time behind the bag at second. Throw to first is in time on the run to retire Cody Puckett. 6-3, 1 away. Nice play by Brandon Chavez. And that's not the first time he's done that in this ball game either. There's been a couple times where there's been bouncing, chopped balls up the middle that he has had to run a long way for up the middle to grab. He did it there for the first out. No one on. Mike Blank, the batter, 0 for 3. First pitch from Gorgon, a fastball, misses just off the outside corner, maybe a bit high as well. Zapata stands on deck for Long Island. Blank hitting from the right side. 1 out, the 1-0 from Gorgon. Kicks and fires. Fastball low. Perhaps a bit outside as well. 2-0 count. Now does Mike swing here? 2-0. Again, you're down a run. 9th inning. No one is on and there's 1 away. You're, at the moment, the most important batter. 2-0. He swings, he gets in on the hands, lofts it left field, ranging in is Daniel Rocket. He reaches up and makes the grab. The hat falls off in the process as he sprints forward, and Mike Blank just misses the blooper to left field. Almost. 2 away. Nelby Zapata is the last hope. Nelby is 1 for 2, hitting .458. Single in the 5th, walked in the 7th. 1 for 2, 2 away, no one on for the Ducks. Does not have a home run with Long Island so far. Curveball from Gorgon is off the outside corner for ball 1. 1-0 count. Sam DiMatteo would be next for the Ducks. The 1-0 from Gorgon. Fastball off the outside corner again. 2-0. Puckett grounds out to short. Mike Blank with the near bloop single to left field just inside the line. Daniel Rocket with a great play defensively out there for Camden to get the second out. The 2-0 slider again, curveball rather, bounces in front of home plate. 2-0 curveball from Gorgon with 2 outs and no one on base. 3-0. Riversharks. Ducks down to their final out. Gorgon into the windup. 3-0 fastball is up and outside. Ball 4. The tying run is aboard for the Ducks. Nelfi Zapata goes to first base. It's another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quackerjack Foundation wins. Velant Lentini comes in to pinch run for Nelfi Zapata at first base. So Zapata walks in his last 2 plate appearances. Velant Lentini, who is probably the fastest runner on the team. It's close between himself, Dan Lyons, and Delta Cleary Jr., but Lentini might be just faster than the 2 of them. He's at first base, not going. First pitch from Gorgon to DiMatteo is a swinging strike on the fastball. 0-1 count. That's a smart move by Kevin Baez. Force at second for the Riversharks. Gorgon checks on Lentini. Not a big lead. Now he'll throw over. Lentini back in, head first. Gorgon has the count at 0-1. DiMatteo's 0 for 3. He struck out twice. 2 away. Lentini not going. DiMatteo lofts it out. Shallow right field. Right at Carlos Guzman. He reaches up and snags it for the 3rd and final out. And that's it. The Camden Riversharks are victorious over the Long Island Ducks in Game 2 of this 3-game set. 3-2 is the final. What a close game between the Ducks and Riversharks after Long Island blows out Camden in the series opener. The Riversharks come back and secure the 1-run victory over the Long Island Ducks here on Saturday night, using 7 hits and a 3-run 4th inning and some great pitching out of their bullpen to secure their 18th win of the second half and their 46th win of the 2015 season. Step out, come back, talk a bit more about it from Bethpage Ballpark.
Hey fans, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island's home for news, traffic, and weather. 103.9 LI News Radio.
Spring into a new Honda at Huntington Honda and pay $59 a month for a new 2015 Honda Civic LX sedan. $59. So spring into Huntington Honda on Jericho Turnpike just east of Route 110 or huntingtonhondacars.com.
Huntington Honda, discover the difference.
Auto 24-month lease, total due at inception. Civic $31.90 includes bank fee, first month's payment, no security deposit. Taxes, DMV, title fees extra with excellent credit through HFS.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Welcome back to Bethpage Ballpark. Chris Buckley here with you. Well, the Long Island Ducks fall to the Camden Riversharks in Game 2 of this 3-game set. 3-2 is the final. Right now, everyone here at the Duck Pond getting ready for some post-game fireworks and the Pyrotechnico Fireworks Extravaganza, so you'll hear the loud explosions coming in a few moments as the lights have now gone out here inside the ballpark. Well, we'll take a look at this one-run loss, and it was a great game, really, from both sides. Back and forth they went, and not so much in terms of offense as it was last night, but more in terms of pitching in this one. It was Long Island getting out to the early lead in this one in the first inning. Delta Cleary Jr. with one out in the first frame would single, steal second base, advance to third on an error from catcher Jose Hill from the Riversharks. He threw the ball into center field. He would go to third. Dan Lyons would line out to shortstop, and then Sean Burrows would drive in the first of 2 Long Island runs in the game on a single, a bouncing ball through the hole into left field. That made it 1-0 Long Island. However, in the fourth inning, after Darren Downs, the Ducks starter, allowed just one hit through the first 3 innings and looked great, to be quite honest, was having one of his better outings of the year so far in his 8th start, led the inning off in the 4th by allowing a single to Brandon Chavez. Patty Matera would drop a sacrifice bunt to move Chavez to second. Carlos Guzman would ground out to second base to advance Chavez to third with 2 outs, and then Joel Guzman would hit a hard RBI double down the line into the left field corner that would score Chavez and make it 2-1 Ducks. One batter later, Daniel Rocket, the Camden left fielder, would rocket one out of the ballpark to deep, deep left field, and it was a long 2-run home run. That gave the Camden Riversharks their 3-1 lead for Rocket, his 11th homer of the year. He now has 29 RBIs as well, and so it was a 3 spot in the 4th frame for the Camden Riversharks. You fast forward to the 6th inning, and that was the rest of the scoring for the entire game. Sean Burrows again bringing a run in for the Long Island Ducks. He scores Dan Lyons after Lyons knocks a double just inside the third base bag into the left field corner, and then Burrows, one batter later, with the RBI double, scores Dan for his 61st run of the year. Burrows, with 2 more RBIs in the game, now has 39 on the season, and that made it a 3-2 ball game. And then it was the bullpen for the Camden Riversharks the rest of the way. Dan Blewett, TJ Chisholm, Rob Bryson, and Matt Gorgon. After starter Jeff Singer, in his first professional start out of college, comes in, and after the Ducks had a season-high 14 runs on 16 hits on Friday night, comes in, picks up the win, goes to 1-0 in his first start, 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts for an ERA of 3.86. He had made 7 relief appearances since joining the Riversharks on July 17th, gets the call from Chris Widger, the team manager, and goes out and, frankly, for his first start, pitches fantastic. 1-0 and gets that first win. And again, Dan Blewett with an inning of hitless, scoreless relief. TJ Chisholm, Rob Bryson, and Matt Gorgon finished the rest of the game over the final 3 innings without allowing a hit. Blewett allows 1 walk, Bryson 2 walks, and Gorgon 1 as well. But none of the relievers between Blewett, Chisholm, Bryson, and Gorgon, so 4 arms out of the bullpen, do not allow a hit to the Long Island Ducks. J.C. Romero and Ryan Kushmal throw an inning of relief as well for the Long Island Ducks. Romero does not allow a hit or a run in the 8th, and Kushmal allows 1 hit but no runs in the 9th inning. Matt Gorgon gets his 26th save of the year for the Camden Riversharks. Darren Downs suffers the loss for the Long Island Ducks. He goes to 2-4, 7 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. Did give up the 1 home run, the 2-run shot to Daniel Rocket, but altogether really did not pitch bad either, and he tied his season high for longest outing. He had 7 innings in his last start against the Somerset Patriots, throws another 7 innings here tonight, so he's done a good job since joining the Ducks at slowly but surely getting himself deeper and deeper into games. But unfortunately for the Ducks here, they come up just a bit short. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Riversharks, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Long Island Ducks. They go to 23-19 in the second half of play, 69-43 overall in 2015. The Riversharks 18-24 in half number 2 in this 2015 regular season, 46-66 overall on the season. We'll step out one more time, and we'll come back, take one final look at the out-of-town scoreboard, see what's going on with the standings, and what's going on with the Mets, and earlier today the Yankees as well. A big day at the stadium in the Bronx, so we'll just have a quick chat about that when we come back.
Hey fans, this is right-handed pitcher Frank DiGiulio, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island's home for news, traffic, and weather, 1039 LI News Radio.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Welcome back one more time to Bethpage Ballpark. Once again, the Long Island Ducks fall to the Camden Riversharks on Saturday night, 3-2, the postgame fireworks show. Currently in progress, looking good out beyond the center field wall here at the Duck Pond. Well, one final look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Top of the 8th in Sugar Land, and the Skeeters with the 2-run advantage on the Bridgeport Bluefish right now, 4-2, top of the 8th. So the Bluefish in danger of losing once again. They lost last night in walk-off fashion. A walk-off wild pitch gave the Skeeters their win. So the Fish in danger of losing once again. And right now, in the top of the 6th at Santander Stadium, the Somerset Patriots, they topped the Long Island Ducks run output of last night. They had 14 runs last night, Long Island, while the Pats have 17 runs on the York Revolution right now. 17-6 is the score, top of the 6th in York, Pennsylvania. So just a dominant performance right now from Somerset over York there. So that's where it looks like the Patriots will get a victory. And in terms of the standings, well, the final game, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs leading the Lancaster Barnstormers 7-0, bottom of the 7th at Regency Furniture Stadium. So, assuming that the Somerset Patriots hold on for the 11-run victory, they will go to 23-19, and that's exactly what the Ducks are, 23-19. And the Bluefish, if they lose, would go to 21-21 and still be in third place. So as long as Long Island wins wins the second half, obviously they're in the postseason. But even if Somerset wins, the Ducks will make it as well because they will have the wild card in hand, we would assume, with the big lead in that department across the rest of the league. So it would be Lancaster, who have the 3.5-game lead right now in the Freedom Division. Southern Maryland, who is actually 11.5 games back in the Freedom Division as of tonight. Coming into tonight in the Freedom Division, they won the first half, however, so they already punched their ticket. So it would be Southern Maryland and Lancaster and Long Island and Somerset from the Liberty Division. In Major League Baseball, the New York Mets with the huge advantage right now over the Colorado Rockies. The team has 7 doubles right now, and they lead 11-3. John Neese gave up a bases-clearing triple in the second inning, but then brought in 2 runs on a 2-run single, so helping himself out. So 11-3 there. And the New York Yankees earlier today were playing at the stadium and retired the number of Jorge Posada, so number 20. The former Yankees catcher has his number retired, and it will never be worn in pinstripes again. The Yankees, of course, did win the game 6-2 over the Cleveland Indians. And again, it is the New York Mets with the big advantage right now over Colorado, 11-3, as John Neese is still in to pitch for the New York Mets. Tomorrow, it will be John Brownell in the series finale for the Ducks against Southpaw Bill Murphy. Brownell comes in at 9-3 with a 3.19 ERA, and the Southpaw Bill Murphy 4-13 with an ERA of 5.02. As John looks for win number 10 on the year. Had a dominant outing already once this year against the Camden Riversharks right here at Bethpage Ballpark back in May, and he will look to do something similar to that. He struck out 12 in that great outing a few months ago. He looks for double digits in the win department on Sunday evening here at the Duck Pond.
Hey fans, this is...
That will do it for us here at Bethpage Ballpark. Once again, the Long Island Ducks fall to the Camden Riversharks in Game 2 of 3 by 1 run. 3-2 is the final. The Riversharks pick up their 18th win of the second half. The Ducks go to 23-19 in the second half of play. Big thanks to our engineer back in our LI News studios, and that was Zach Johnston. So thanks so much, Zach, for helping us out over at LI News, and of course Roy Nelson, who is our cameraman upstairs, for helping bring the YouTube stream online to all the fans watching in addition to the audio at home. So once again, first pitch tomorrow, Sunday evening, 5:05, right here at the Duck Pond. I'll be back with you for more Ducks baseball. John Brownell against Bill Murphy. But until then, I'm Chris Buckley saying so long. Thanks so much for tuning in to Long Island Ducks baseball on your Saturday night. And please, join us tomorrow for some more Ducks baseball.